case you missed it in our last session, the party arrived back at Rejlaz Rhekōlb to find things on the calm. Bursting into the king's audience chamber, with Ahnen doing the door crashing, they found a pleasant dinner taking place, with Jōlahr entertaining faces both new and familiar. Conversations ensued, with only occasional raised voices. Over a dozen Zōrheg and many upper-tier Kisstyral had attacked the palace directly, scaling the sheer cliffs on the sea-facing side of the grounds. They had come for Jōlahr, while he strolled alone among the Queen's Glade, but Ashtakrrok had prepared, and the ingenious plans managed to delay the Zōrheg long enough for aid to arrive from the palace. However, that inventive Nibolian sustained grievous injuries in the battle. On the other hand, the king's defenders also managed to defeat 3 Zōrheg during the fray, their bodies crumpling and crunching up into their horrid bands that encircled their heads. All that remained were those pointed halos. These brought about the aforementioned raised voices, as you might expect, and the main session left off with many words left unsaid. So we decided to have some bonus sessions for those much needed one-on-one conversations. As to not unduly influence the table, I'll leave those episodes to speak for themselves, as each of them ended with our party heading into the audience chamber to reconvene and make their collective way over to the Temple of Zerhos to bring Ashtakrrok into the discussion for next steps. And with that, we're caught up with today's episode of Umbalin and Oblivion. Can we get off our phones and start the episode, please?
No.
I'm stopping.
Children, if you're not careful, we're going to start the episode. And actually, we're already in the episode. Surprise! So welcome back to Umbalin and Oblivion. Unfortunately, we are down one Wade. He is ill.
I killed him.
He is ill. Under the weather.
No
shade. He felt like barfing. He felt like barfing at the table was a bad call. So, unfortunately, you don't get to witness any emesis.
He's not going to do
Unfortunately.
I mean, with some of the comments we got, maybe people are into that. I don't want to.
Whoa.
Starting over the episode.
We're not going there.
Welcome back to Umbalin and Oblivion. Unfortunately, we're down a Wade today. He has taken ill. He's in the Jōlahr camp at the moment. Fingernail in his forehead and all. It's really sad. There's black veins all over his face. But we'll go around the horn and go ahead and get rolling and deliver today.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm playing Biolan, the Fonro fighter.
Hi, I'm Wyatt. I'm playing Fistfinger, the Ludum Wizard.
Hi, I am Emily. I'm playing a Thedral, who is a Shawshek Bard.
Close enough. And as your lead production, everybody's coming into with my lovely diagram that most people have seen at this point. You haven't seen this. Nope. This is the audience chamber. So this is the steps going up. This is the antechamber where you met Ashtakrrok in episode 1. This is the throne room. This is where the dining room is.
That's where I was.
This is the library
over
over
here.
here. So it's sort of like this is the private king's quarters, royal family quarters actually is established in his episode. That's what this is. And then there's doors that go this way. Sweet. There's banners here. There's banners here. As established in his 0.5 episode.
And we will have a 3-dimensional model next time.
Made out of a shoebox. Oh, I was going to do it in Blender, but okay.
No, diorama. Straight up school diorama style.
I'm gonna model it in Blender, then we're going to 3D print it. There we go. Perfect.
And put our minis in it.
There he is. Look at that. I'm the king now. Ahnen's the king. What a wild plot twist.
It's
Now
not off
that's
the
a
table.
king I can
It's
back.
no traitor.
Look, Ahnen, Jōlahr,
Jōlahr.
whatever.
Or
Wait, no.
Jōlahr.
He
Which one
said
is
the
Jōlahr?
right. He said the right name. The king is Jōlahr. Or you said.
I was saying Jōlahr. Look, I was trying to remember the more important name, which is my boy. I forgot his name again.
You're talking about that guy. Talking about the drunk guy, right?
I just had it, and then you made
Hold
me
on,
forget
hold
it.
on. His name is
It's in my
Jokin.
Jokin. That's
Oh,
why I work for
Jokin.
king.
Shush, gosh, I don't even want to be a king.
That's why he needs to be king. And also
I wasted my session. I should have gone and seen.
Should
Oh,
have
should've gone
you should have
see
gone and
Jokin.
killed all the possible contenders for the throne. That's what you should have done.
All
right.
4 of them.
Yeah. Even though most of them are still up to go. Wow, what a start to an episode. Rip roaring, laser focused. So you're all coming in from your various breakfasts into the audience chamber in general, because he's technically was headed to the library.
Thank you.
It's a whole part of the same room.
Thereabouts.
Yeah. So you and Jōlahr come in through the front of the audience chamber with his accompanying guards, letting you enter. They've opened the door for you and you're entering there. You're coming in from the balcony out here, where you went out and had breakfast with Gerashol.
Breakfast overlooking the carnage.
Upanor comes in alone with a little bit of singeing on his hair.
What?
Pardon?
And he's not even
It's
here.
like kind of dusty. And you're in the library already because you're because your breakfast went pretty quick.
Oh man. Should we play out why Wade
I have
isn't
to
here?
Jaeger Upanor a little bit.
Okay.
Hi
Yes.
guys, don't worry about me. Just things go mostly right.
You look terrible.
I think terrible is a bit far, but
Just be
I
careful.
could use another bath.
Yeah. You kind of stink.
Well, now hold on a minute. Dust doesn't typically stink.
Is it singed?
Is it singed?
I imagine it's a shower of spark.
I don't think so.
I assumed you were messing with your designs.
I was showing off for my brother a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good.
He had to stay and take care of a couple of things. Lost Drew's his name, by the way. The guy from the corner.
Say it again.
Lost Drew.
Lost Drew.
Sorry. Yeah, Lost Drew. It's close enough.
Oh, I don't have a pencil. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But how's everybody else's morning?
It was a very pleasant morning. I had a delightful breakfast with with Rejlaz. I got this. I show off my marmalade.
I don't think I'm in the building.
Yeah, you.
And because I think we ended our session saying I was going to go back to the temple to wait for them.
Oh, you're gonna wait in the temple.
That's what we said at the end of my thing.
So I've recorded like a couple other episodes since we had yours. Okay, that's fine. Then you're over there already.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
I don't care
Either
anyway.
that or like as you were heading that way, they
Yeah.
can be coming in.
Sure, that works.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can either stop here and talk to them or carry on through, or let them know what you're planning on doing. I'm fine either way.
That's a good point. Okay, then yes, they were already in the not the entryway, but the hall.
Audience chamber.
Audience chamber, thank
There
you.
you go.
As I
Audience
was
chamber.
heading towards the temple. And hang on, I gotta think of the voice.
Veil.
Veil, honey. that didn't help.
I got
But-
you in it.
But good morning, everyone. Should you say y'all? Good morning,
Yeah.
everyone.
I think
Y'all.
y'all would work well for yours, for your dialect, for your lizard lips.
For y'all.
Y'all.
Good morning, y'all. That was really southern to me.
Good morning.
I think the most southern you can get it. I think is the best. I don't know the actual dialect, but that's my gut instinct.
More southern the better. Good morning, all. I was just finishing up breakfast, and I was gonna go ahead and go to the temple to heal up people while I wait for everyone. Does that?
It's the Temple of Zōrheg, right?
Unless y'all need
Gadashul
me.
stayed out on the balcony.
Or anything?
Yeah, I think we need to head that way. Fistvenir, you
Of
have a
course.
good morning. You wanna? Should we all head that way?
Should we? This is a question for the DM.
Okay.
Mhm.
Were we planning on going with the king and Ahnen, or was that a separate thing?
Oh,
Oh, the king's here.
yeah, he's here. He walked in with
Yeah.
they were together.
Oh, my bad.
Arm in arm, skipping.
Well,
BFFs.
I mean, they were shoulder to shoulder.
I was gonna be like, we should
But
wait
they-
for the king.
well,
standing in the front.
as the doors open, like, there are like a dozen guards that are leading them into the audience chamber. Oh, well, yes, we're all heading over to the temple since we had not been able to converse with Ashtakrrok last evening.
Do you intend to join us, or were you planning to,
No, I
you
think
know, take it easy a minute after, earlier?
with the conversations that have occurred since Ahnen has arrived and you have arrived, I think that I do need to loop him in on where things currently stand.
Yeah.
And some of the other things that we discussed as far as the paths forward from here, and some of the announcements. I've let him rest mostly. I've tried to keep things light,
Okay.
but I think that with you all arriving, that there's a certain time is of the essence to a certain extent at this
Oh
point.
yeah, absolutely.
So if you all accompany me, Nibju, I apologize. You are not able to leave the grounds of the palace. I'm well aware of this. I'll see you all later. I'm going to read some books. As you all.
Living
as
his
you
best
all.
life.
I'd like to I assume Nimdru and I were working side by side at a table. I'd like to quietly from my bag pull out my marmalade and slide it back.
So, I need to go to the kitchen first. Do they serve biscuits here? As he walks out the door. Oh, what? No, what's the joke? What's the one I used to do? It wasn't for him though. It's the eggs, like the quash pit eggs. That's the joke.
Yeah.
But that's for Kjorbash. Kjorbash and quash pit eggs.
don't stay off the
Gotta protein up.
I thought you were going for pocket cookies.
No.
Yeah. I forgot about
I'm not.
Oh wow, that is a throwback to a campaign that lasted 3 sessions.
Just a few more than
I
that.
don't know.
Probably only a handful.
It was maybe
Very
5.
memorable.
Yeah.
Sprig Trickfoot, was that his name?
Something like that.
No, that probably was only.
That was the camera.
It was like 4 at most.
Candlekeep, the Candlekeep
Yeah.
campaign,
That was
which
fun.
is such a good campaign that I hope we can get back to at some point.
Hey, like and subscribe. Maybe we'll do it in the far
A
future.
subscriber only Candlekeep campaign, which
2037 coming right at you.
is 2030. Oh boy, I
Date-
probably
date
should
is
have
not final.
introed us a little bit more. Whatever, I don't care. We're gonna keep rolling. All right, so you all make your way over there.
As we walk.
Yeah.
How far of a walk is it? I'm sure. What do we have? Like 10-15 minute walk or so? Or?
Not that far.
Oh, not that far at all.
No.
Okay.
I mean, the scale of Rejlaz is always kind of
Just want
iffy.
a different pencil.
Where
than
am I?
that one.
That's fine.
Down here. There it is. Temple of Zōrheg's palace. So I mean, it's not far.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, Biolan's gonna make his way to Fistvenir.
Okay, so I mean, you all are accompanied by a
Yeah.
dozen guards or so. Anytime that
Feels so safe.
Jōlahr leaves, he is now accompanied.
We should probably talk at some point. I don't know if we really have enough time right now, but I want to run some stuff by you.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
And then,
I'll see you
and
later.
then he kind of casually tries to walk away.
And the Thadrill just
That is-
side eyes.
That is the youngest Jōlahr has ever seen. The closest he's ever been to his actual age.
Can I roll for discretion?
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Do I pick up on it?
What is that?
What's my perception?
Stealth?
Yeah, stealth. You're
Oh
rolling for
no,
stealth.
I have disadvantage.
I think in his head, Vispenir said.
That's what you get for wearing your armor all the time. Canonically, he's always in his armor. That's what he said.
As he should be.
16.
Total?
Yes.
Well, I wanted
Okay,
to do
I mean, that
perception.
beats most everybody's passive perception.
Right.
So.
He
Aw.
needs to stay in his armor.
Can
all the
I-
time. He's-
can I
he's
roll,
showing a
though?
message. He's becoming.
What did he get?
I don't think you would get a roll on this. Unless are you actively trying to listen on his conversation?
I mean,
You might
very
be.
observant.
You might be.
And I-
Well, because of the conversation that you
Yeah,
had, you might
so
be.
yes,
So,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
you can roll. Okay. I was going to let you, but I guess you'll take your roll yourself.
We definitely have a mole in the party.
15. So I
15? No, you don't beat it. So,
Mike has
so.
sleep on.
So with a 15, it's so close. You hear him say something to Fistvenir very quickly, and then walk away. And like, what was that?
in a sketchy manner.
Yeah.
That was suspicious.
Vispenir in his head.
Upanor doesn't
He's
care.
got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Make this
Also,
boy
you rolled a
into
nat
a
one,
king.
so doesn't even matter. Nat one and ain't no nothing. I gotta pull up his character sheet so I have it available. All right, so you all make
Yeah, I
it
feel like
over
that's
there
possible.
pretty quickly to the Temple of Zōrheg, and you make your way to Ashtakrrok's room.
I'm imagining.
What's the layout of the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's the
So
layout?
that was in your episode that we covered it. As you can see, in the Temple of Zōrheg. Burp, 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 burp. Nope, other corner. I should probably get like
Do you want a hand? Do you want me to hold the corner for you, or
You just need it a little visible.
we got some rings on?
This is what it looks like.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's got like this big nave
Mhm.
here that goes back. There's double doors back here. So this is like a general ward that has people that aren't that bad off. So, and
Is it predominantly a ward, or has that been?
no, this has been repurposed.
Right.
So like
Okay.
they've moved stuff off to the. Actually, I think that you can't tell that anything's moved out of the way, but
Okay.
it is. There are now cots and like the cloth
my question.
partitions
Got it.
going down here. But these people don't. No one seems to be in dire straits in this particular room, in this particular hall where everybody is. It is loud because it's a tall ceiling. I mean, it goes all the way up to the
So
top
it's
here.
definitely more of a house of healing than a house of worship right now, right? Or is-
Roll me religion. I mean, you'd be pretty familiar, so this is going to be a low DC. I just want to see how much you know.
What is my? Oh, that was a terrible roll. That's a 3 plus or minus something. Where's my?
Okay, so your religion is
so it's
wisdom
0.
based, so it's
Yeah.
so it's going to be +4
Oh,
for religion.
it says int on religion.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, this wouldn't be a cure badge roll, so it's only going to be +0, right?
Yeah, it's 0 for me.
So you got a 3.
It's bad.
It's a very distracting environment.
That's spiritual, not
I'm a
religious.
cure badge guy. I don't care about Zōrheg.
Just show me what to punch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Right.
so that's what it looks like in there. Yeah.
Zōrheg's
Zōrheg's
temple.
Let me crinkle some more paper right in my microphone.
It's great.
That's
I'm-
the D&D experience.
Sit
That's what we're
down.
missing out with. By
Sit
using
down,
D&D
paper.
Beyond. Hey, we'll put this thing in the comments if you prefer paper. Anyways.
What?
What happened?
I just like talking into my mic. I'm not gonna lie.
Just took it right.
If you're a paper person,
Yeah.
leave a like.
What's the last book you read? Put it in
Did
the
Peter pick a
comments.
piece of paper, or did he?
What's your current
perchance
read?
Did he pixel?
Pixel.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Paper
Right.
versus pixel, right?
Yeah.
So, I came in halfway through. I
Well
think that's what we're
played, well
talking
played.
about.
More or less.
Uh,
Ashtakrrok, how you doing?
so that you're laid down one of those big arced halls, like you're laid down that, and there's where you can see that there's some private rooms delineated because there's literal doors in a hallway and stuff. And you get to a little ways down the hall going counterclockwise.
Mhm.
This is not that important. I'm just thinking through it myself. And it's an interior room, so it would lead into the interior.
When we have to go save him later.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that too. Is that like 4 rooms in on the interior side? You open the door, and you see it's warmly lit at this point. just because the sun is shining in from the interior courtyard that you can see behind. It's got like some nice topiary nayrot. It's got some statues in the courtyard that you can see, and there's like people in infirmary attire, like sort of taking the airs out there in the courtyard. There's some wooden benches and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's laying on the bed in front of you, his feet slightly dangling off the edge because he is very large. Sort of Abraham Lincoln style. They had to put him in the kind of corner on the bed.
Hopefully not excessively Abraham Lincoln style.
No, I only in that no one's digging their fingers into his brain hole.
Indeed.
And he's got his right side his shirt is off. And well, you can't really tell because most of it's just bandages all across this side. His entire torso just sort of bandaged up with, it doesn't seem to be oozing or weeping at this point, the wound. So they're clean looking bandages. Not sure at the moment whether that's just because they were freshly dressed or if... On what?
I can clean them.
Oh. Can you suck?
I can clean or soil any
I thought you were
garment
just
I
making
bleed.
it like smell nice.
I can do that too, but I'm clean or soil. So well, you better watch out. I'll soil something.
And so you all leave the 12 soldiers out in the hall.
Yep.
As they stand guard in there.
We have quite the retinue.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere quietly at the moment,
Right.
if you're with Jōlahr. And
Is he? Sorry, go ahead. You do.
No.
Is he just? Does he look bedridden? Like he's just completely been in bed, can't really do much.
As far as you can tell, yeah. I mean, he's pretty darkly complected, but he does look a little bit wan. Just not 100%. Obviously,
Right.
he's missing an arm.
Oh yeah.
So that'll put a dent in anyone's outlook.
I can only imagine.
So when Jōlahr comes up and Jōlahr does come up and he knocks, and you can hear from inside. You hear Ashtakrrok. Boy, I haven't done Ashtakrrok's voice in a while.
Enter.
And so you come in.
Jōlahr. It's good to see you. I'm sorry we weren't able to converse. Oh, look, everyone here is... Let me move that off to the side. Everything makes so much noise in this room. It's so frustrating. I'm glad to see you all are back. You've been keeping me apprised of your progress from Marathon. I trust it's going well for you up there.
Well, I'm sorry that we're re-meeting again under such circumstances. I was hoping that it'd be better. I'm sorry to hear your news.
It's an odd thing, but strangely, I mostly have myself to blame. Is the strangest thing about it.
Now, Jōlahr, I've told you that is not the perspective you should be taking in this situation.
I can understand. In the heat of the moment, I think you always can find yourself to blame for this or that.
Well, when it's your own machination that disarms you.
Is he laughing?
Yeah, no, he's
Jōlahr's petrified. He does not want to laugh.
he's
I
chuckling.
chuckle.
he's chuckling to himself. He was tickled by it.
Even if you're in the throes of battle, it's still your own misstep that caused it.
Yes. Well, how are you holding up?
Just turn it on.
No, just press it one more time.
Are you holding up well?
As well as can be expected, I suppose. Certainly have some new ideas. One of which is learning how to write left-handed, which will be an interesting task. Habits are hard to break.
Imagine it's hard enough to learn to write in the first place. Learning to write in your offhand sounds miserable.
Jōlahr, you know how to write. Sorry, that was actually Jōlahr.
He knows how to keep his figures.
You know how to write, yeah?
I
1, 2.
passively.
I suppose it's a good thing we're placing you in Umbalin. He does not say that. He does not say that. All right. He just looks at you concernedly. All right.
And then Thadriel pulls out a small notepad. Teach to write.
Fistfeeder sees that and visibly is relieved that he's not going to have to do that.
Umbalin says, "What's your other ideas?" It's like, the other ideas is how to get back my arm.
I was just wondering, I mean, I'm sorry for the damage you've suffered, but I imagine it's quite the intriguing challenge for a man of your feats and ingenuity.
Can magic do that? Can you?
There are certainly they've offered, and Jōlahr said that he would provide the materials to legitimately regain the arm. But as abstracted as I am from my home culture, my family's sort of general proclivities, it would feel wrong. So, I've got my appendages already. I can't press the button at the moment.
He's talking about his little hand mechanisms.
So, I've had these for a while and I've never had the need to expand it beyond there, but I think that formulating ideas on how to incorporate a larger structure, I suppose.
That's amazing.
Well, don't say it's amazing till it works. If something that I make doesn't work, it's just a hunk of metal.
But once you're feeling better, I'd be happy to lend a hand any way I can and maybe even look over a few designs. Good. I figured you'd enjoy that one.
Feel sweating bullets.
I feel like Fistfeeder has probably seen, because of the word breach,
Yeah.
so many amputees. So he's at the point where it's like, it's better not to be super grave about it. Like, the arm's gone. Being sad's not going to bring it back.
Yeah, sort of, tending to whatever the track they're on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's
Pulls out a
anything-
handkerchief.
Just, guys, is it happening?
Oh my word.
Oh, dear.
Oh my sweet Zerhos. Well, I never. Jōlahr is just sort of like this. It's like. Anyway, Ashtakrrok. And with you foregoing the more typical route here, I'm sure that we can fully satisfy any needs that you would have during your research and development sections. But unfortunately, we do have to move on the conversation to where we need to be, because you know about the point. I informed you of the pointed halos. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, Rejlaz. We don't need to bring them out right now. I know you have them available.
They're here.
Just carries them with him.
Is it where he goes? What? Remember, they're in his side bag.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised you brought him into, I don't know.
A temple.
You really
Yeah,
have
do a
never
temple.
investigated what this side bag is.
Oh. I can piece
Jōlahr
it
wouldn't.
together.
You have. You wanted to have an Arcana roll, Bill?
Yeah, let's
Can I
see what I can
recall?
come up with.
I just haven't rolled for anything yet. I know what it is. The Fistfeeder knows what it is.
Well, you know what it is. Fistfeeder. Yeah, go ahead and roll
Certainly
an
Fistfeeder
Arcana.
has seen these before. There has to be at
And the
least one in
second,
the
you
tower.
probably, you would have. Stay away.
I got a 10.
A 10?
Maybe I've read of them, but I've not seen them in person.
Yeah, you think that it's some sort of extra-dimensional capacity.
Yeah.
But
bag that could hold.
You don't have to be so...
either a bag that holds things or some sort of haversack.
You don't gotta be a genius to be like, that bag is smaller than the rings he pulled out.
Yeah.
Or Mary Poppins.
I feel like those would be commonly used in the towers, just like if you have like a study session, you
Yeah.
can't carry all the books.
Get
at once.
all your
Yeah.
books.
Yeah. That's why I use my floating disc. Though.
Well,
Just
but
a little
there's more handy haversacks than
Yeah,
bags
yeah,
of
yeah,
holding.
yeah.
Bags of holding are just
Of
like
course,
the capacity of a bag of holding is just so OP.
Ludicrous. Yeah, we don't need that.
Handy haversack is much more reasonable.
Mhm.
So there's more handy haversacks than bags of holding by far.
I have a feeling, this is such a tangent. I feel like in a world where like college and magic and like magic academia, so many students' final like projects would be a haversack. Like 90% of them.
I'm gonna need it anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna need it anyway.
That's funny.
Yeah. As we expected, Ahnen did not react well to the halos, and our friend Jōlahr here took one in hand, and that seemed to press the matter further. And luckily, we were able to reconvene with him earlier this morning and sort of calm the waters a bit, I'd say, Jōlahr.
Yes,
So-
but I think I've made it worse. So, Ashtakrrok,
I'll let you
or
speak your
King,
piece.
sorry, I
No, go
don't
ahead.
mean to overstep, but I just
I will go on the record and say that I'm not necessarily a proponent of this idea, but I'm entertaining it for the moment. Continue.
So, Ashtakrrok, what I've learned now is that
Oh shoot, I gotta.
there was a group called the Zōrheg who originally wielded these halos to increase their abilities. And I've been really, really set on finding out the truth of my people's past, even before the breach. And I feel like this is the natural next step to understand where all of the things converge for the runes we use as Kjorbaj, the runes that the Kisstyral use as their writing, and the runes that are found on the Zōrheg's crown, and the runes that we found throughout Rejlaz Rhekōlb.
Just in case you hadn't seen it before, theater, this is what he's talking about. This is not happening in the room. We just
It
covered
just
that.
out then levitates.
All three of them just like come out of the
Yeah.
bag by themselves and
And
start orbiting
hovering
around the room.
I was going to say Jōlahr in particular.
Yeah, Bjorn starts
And he
lifting
lifts off
into
the ground.
lifts into the air.
Ahnen comes in and kills him.
Through the
Well,
window.
I tried to persuade Ahnen to consider teaching me as a Kjorbaj, but allowing me to leverage the power of the Zōrheg. And he was not in favor of that. And I've asked King Jōlahr if he wouldn't mind giving me his blessing for doing such pursuits and studying what I can from the halos. But he recommended that I bring it up with you as well to come to a final decision.
That's, as you know, the runes are, I mean, as much as they are a mystery to you, they are even more so to me. That is, you see, Zōrheg.
The Zōrheg, yes.
Never heard of hide nor hair of these.
Well, if I understand Annen's history, which I was not familiar with it, that the Kjorbaj deemed them to be a threat, along with the Zirmej.
Yeah, let me find out my sheet here. Don't look over here. Zōrheg, I believe, is correct. Yeah.
And then
Where'd it go?
the Kjorbaj, alongside the Zirmej, collectively hunted down all of the Zōrheg and eliminated them systematically. And
This was after
they
the
took it too far, yes, after the War of the Breach, that they continued to grow in power to the point to where they were seen as a liability. I don't know how to write, but I know the word liability.
Oh, that's... And you're looking to become, or at least attempt to understand this Zōrheg.
I have 2 goals.
Zōrheg.
The Zōrheg.
Zermej. What are the Zermej?
The Zermej are the... What are the other people's? The other Keystone?
The Zermej, actually, if you recall, our friend... Boy, hold on, just half second. Jōlahr, he's actually was Zermej, technically. I wasn't as familiar with the name, but the Oath of the Exemplar of Valorous, the servants of Zerhos.
The Nurinil?
Huh?
The Nurinil?
Norinel. Yeah, typically it'll be Norinel. Traditionally,
I did write it down. Norinel.
But
I didn't write the H.
No, sorry.
The H.
I don't ever say the H's anyways. Like it's Jōlahr.
Yeah, so they are the counterpart to the Kjorbaj that the Norinel are essentially the same idea and a different application, I guess, ultimately. But they collectively hunted down all of these Zōrheg. And my goal is 2-part. First, I want to gain the understanding. I just cannot sit idly by and just pretend like there's not more to figure out with the runes and everything that's been going on. But the second part is with everything that's been going on, I think we're going to need the power to fight an enemy greater than we know yet still. I mean, with everything that happened with you and King Jōlahr at the palace and you know, the army's sitting basically on our doorstep, it's a matter of time before we have more confrontations, greater confrontations, and I want to be able to handle that threat.
And I understand the desire to help the people. Nothing drives me stronger than that. I requested your counsel on this, Ashtakrrok, and all the rest of you in this room.
Yeah, being so related to the word the breach, had you come across any reportage about these Zōrheg?
Yeah, this will be a history check.
19.
19?
Noise.
No.
Oh, what?
No,
He's
not-
really
not
old
the
though.
19.
Advantage?
Yeah, I was alive for it.
Yeah. He's
All
not
right,
just
go
learning.
ahead.
And I was actively involved in the
You're
record
acting
keeping.
on the record keeping. I mean, if you knew about the Zōrheg.
I did roll a 13, so it's going to be hard to roll higher. Yeah, I rolled 5.
Ah, man.
My turn. No.
Triple advantage.
Asked you a question.
Not that I can remember at the moment, no.
So these are.
Wait. I have a special ability.
Oh,
That means even if I don't know something, I know where I can find it. Where can I find it?
oh, you're going Mind Palace?
Well, no, it's physically he knows where he could find it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's like going through the towers.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Would it be in the towers, I think? Like in the records we kept?
the Dewey Decimal System.
You would know the sort of documents that you might need to look at. You know the section of the towers where you would need to go.
So I say, I don't remember at the moment, but I do believe there's something on it in our records of the tower. If it's truly of a dire importance, we can make contact.
I'd imagine something of this power would not fall underneath the gaze of your warriors who you had dispatched. So I imagine there has to be some sort of acknowledgement, even if it's broadly in the idea of these specially endowed Fanrel that came over. No, well, at the time, Keystone that came over. But Ahnen was decidedly against it, is what you said, yeah?
Yes. I would probably need to be careful of when we met again and how we met again if I did pursue this.
Speaking of meeting again, there's a secondary consideration that needs to be made here concerning Ahnen. In the course of our discussion with him, and his understanding of the Zōrheg, and I think that we are much along the same lines, we just didn't know how to pursue it, Ashtakrrok. He does not believe that they will give up the hunt, as it were, and that staying in the capital would put everyone even further, put all our citizens at further risk. And its views. And just as the city was starting to find its footing, I feel bad about putting our people through even more than they already have been. He offered. You haven't seen him interact. Well, first of all, we didn't even know that he was alive, Ashtakrrok, other than their reports back. But he is no fan of the crown.
No, not at all.
He, in fact, has direct enmity for my family line, it seems.
But he has a lot of love for the people.
That is his only concern as far as he is veiled.
Yes.
And he has overcome said distaste for me and offered to accompany me wherever I might go and keep a watchful eye out for any further Zōrheg. And by anywhere I might go, he suggested that going into hiding is such a detrimental way to put it. But
these are definitely uncertain times.
And I open this up to the room for any further conversation that might be had concerning this, because I'm of two minds on it.
Well, who would steward in your stead?
One of many concerns.
Well, over breakfast this morning, funnily enough, the conversation that Rejlaz and I had actually steered in a very similar direction. We agree that for the safety of the people and for your safety, some secrecy and perhaps going into hiding would be for best. We thought of multiple possibilities that might be useful.
Yes, we game planned out a couple. Who's in the room? She's still in the room. Okay. We game planned out a few ideas, and also this is sort of tangential to the matter. Do we want to cover this now?
I believe we're in trusted company and bound to be known sooner or later if we commit forces to the act. We were theorizing. It's been bothering me that the Zōrheg managed to attack the city with no ships sighted on the horizon and nobody seeing them traveling the entire peninsula to get here.
Also, that they were able to attack Nerton relatively unnoticed.
Mm-hmm. It struck me as odd. Well, if they can't go by sea and they can't go by land, and they can't travel all their forces through the air, that leaves only one option. It's only a theory at the moment, but we were speculating that perhaps they traveled through the Khartoum. Pronounce that right?
Khartoum. What is this? Well, now, Ahnen did say that he actually did track the forces that struck Nerton. So that is not as mysterious as you would have estimated.
Mm-hmm.
That we did not know. Useful information. Still, the capital's attack does still college issues. Great cartoon. You can roll for it.
Oh, I shall.
You can roll as well. So will Fistfenir. He rolled a 2, so
Oof. What am I?
Who's rolling for that?
History?
this would just be history.
Okay, that's just a 10.
I got
Nat 20
Nat 20
plus 6.
Yeah,
26.
26. She is a history buff. It's basically another book boy.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
We had to replace him.
I'm the dumb.
So you know Khartoum. You would even know Khartoum.
Oh sweet.
Even with a 10. I mean, it's sort of basic
Yeah.
knowledge. Just calling it Khartoum is the problem. It's the subterranean below the subterranean, right? So there's below ground is sort of the domain of the Yungol, right?
Okay.
Familiar.
And then below the Yungol,
Does this have to do with the Tyrol then?
yeah, that's where the Tyrol.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the Tyrol are kept. Essentially, they're trying to
Gotcha.
maintain down in Khartoum.
So Khartoum's where they went down and all those things.
Khartoum literally means dark, deep in Yungol. That's
Ah.
what Kar is darkness, shadow, tomb being deep. So it literally just means dark, deep. Deep dark.
Tomb?
Yeah, far. Deep,
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to remember what Tomb stood for, but
he's dude from far. That's
dude
what,
from far.
yeah.
yeah.
It means Tuk is individual. Yeah, bro from far. That's what it means. But in their parlance, deep also means far.
Right.
Because that's how they judge things mostly.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you know that, but then with a nat 20, I mean, coming from Khartoum,
Nat 20 plus 6.
right? I mean, you would hear that, and you would be doubtful of that because of where you guys are in Rejlaz Rhekōlb. Because as far as what you've learned about the history of Umbalin, the Kisstyral, the Tyrol using Khartoum, the only time they've made surface incursions from that place directly without going through the burrows of the Yungol was during the Great Schism and the night when shadows fell, the Umberfall. That's what it's called.
And
the
I
Umberfall.
repeat all this.
And that was all up here in what was at the time the Autumn Flatlands.
This is where you
With
just
all
hold
due-
your mouth open.
And with all due respect, that is from my knowledge, from my learnings.
And we did take
So
that
what? Sorry.
into consideration, which would be why we would need. Well, we're interested in investigating whether or not there is a new opening from Khartoum that must be nearby.
And if we thought of sending possibility of sending troops here looking for it, but it sounds like Ahnen. I mean, I don't know why it occurred to me before. Ahnen is specialized in tracking the Kisstyral. I mean, if anyone can track where their forces came from, I reckon he could. Probably with ease, a force that large.
So, do we think this has anything to do with how the runes appeared around the city as well? Or do we think these are two isolated events?
Our theories.
I, for one, believe that this
Who
will.
are you?
This is Railjack.
Who are you?
I, for one, believe that. Wait, no, this was Gedashol. Did he have this idea?
I think.
He did.
He-
Gedashol had this idea that he gave to him. That's
Yeah,
what
but
happened.
he spoke. He knows of it. I don't know
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it started.
But Gedashol actually. I have to keep track of which conversation was which. But yes, he didn't roll well enough to have the idea himself. But Gedashol had this idea because he rolled well in her episode. Okay. Gedashol had the idea that this was a, he said, false flag operation. That whomever did this was not native to the runes. That they were trying to put the blame on the Zōrheg, the maybe even the Jōlahr themselves, knowing how preoccupied they are with the runes. not to step on any toes here. Heresy. I believe you are quite preoccupied with the runes.
Now, as I understand it, the runes were part of what facilitated the entire magical cataclysm that occurred above the city.
Exactly.
So the idea of, it's an interesting theory of using the runes as sort of a cover, but my question is, what would they have been trying to escape the blame on? These are all theories for perhaps another time.
Ooh, okay. Ashtakrrok rolled a nat 20.
Oh, that was a big brain.
Yeah. Oh.
Ma'am, I did not get your name.
I'm sorry, sir. Yes, I'm a Thadriel from Naratime.
Thadriel. And you are lingering in my room at the moment?
Well,
yes,
she
sorry,
helped us
sir.
at the Battle of Naratime.
Yes.
And then when all of the forces were called back, she was on the short list of people that could help out, assuming that when we arrived, there would continue to be an ongoing effort.
And so she would be a trusted individual, I suppose.
I decided it was best to bring her back to the capital to speak with the king personally, as she was one of the foremost local leaders when we arrived at the battle. And since then, she's proved her worth multiple times over. I trust her as well as anyone else in this room.
And she's a Shauron, so she's interesting.
And
I know you should. No, wait.
Zōrheg.
Zōrheg. Oh my goodness, I couldn't
what's
get there.
his name again?
By YouTube.
Oh, we got you this time.
Sorry, you just said it. The name of the
Geshel?
guy
Yeah.
that I met. Geshel.
Geteshel.
Geteshel. And
Geshel.
Geteshel can vouch
Oh,
for me.
there's 3 syllables. I mumbled it the first time. Geteshel is how you would say it. But.
Geteshel will vouch for me, and at least in my influence in Naratime, if I may be bold.
Ashtakrrok looks at Rejlaz and says,
and is the feeling mutual?
and I'm going to need you to roll charisma saving throw here.
Oh dear.
Put on
Can
your
I
charms.
use the help action to give her advantage?
No.
What?
Charisma.
He's vouching.
What? I thought me and Melvin were bonding.
Okay, and it would be the
Melvin's a
saving
preoccupied
throws
man.
Who's Melvin?
plus. Would charisma be the saving throws plus?
That's
or-
yeah,
what gives
saving
him
throw.
away as I yell.
Okay, I
saving.
got a 16 plus 5, so 21.
Woof.
Okay,
Man.
you beat him.
This is absolutely brutal. These rolls.
I'm a bard.
And
Yeah,
so,
Melvin.
and so you.
I'm a bard with an interest
Oh yeah,
in
you are a
history.
bard. You didn't need help.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Rejlaz
wanna
Rhekōlb
up?
stands in the
Would challenge
corner,
me.
and he turns around to the corner, and he like wipes his face, and he turns around, and he's a totally different guy.
What?
Who is this?
What?
Who is this man? We've been infiltrated.
Well, this will certainly make the conversation easier on my part.
Oh, there's still a hint of
Wow, Melvin, I had no idea.
Oh,
Your
really?
accent was kind of bad.
Can I roll
guess.
perception to see if he's
Wait,
lying?
what's going on?
Oh yeah, you actually don't know who
Congratulations,
Melvin is.
Thadriel. You've been brought into the fold.
Welcome to the inner circle.
This is
This man's dead.
Melvin Thadriel. Thadriel
You
Melvin.
would actually recognize him as a Mopari, so deal with that information as you will. I am pleased to see you. My name is Melvin. Just before we get
I
any
am pleased to
further,
see me.
before we get any further, I am dead. So outside of this room, I am Rejlaz. All right. And if I hear anything else
Alright.
exit your
Still.
voice, there will be
It's
repercussions. Canonically, it is a snoot. We're calling it snoot. If I hear anything else exit your snoot, there will be repercussions of dire sorts.
All right.
Don't worry, he's all bark and no bite.
The right honorable Melvin.
All right.
Pardon me, but
But if you do say anything, we will have
I will
to.
say that I think Getashol will say that I stood my own during the battle that you were not present for.
That's because I was fighting a different one, Melvin. If we're counting chickens here.
They were buddies and now they're rivals again.
Oh, so he's a good guy.
Yeah.
he's with us.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fine good.
Okay,
he is an
he's
ally.
on our team.
Ally, but
He's
is he
an
palatable?
Ally.
But is he valuable?
Well, I suppose if we're going down this route, you can relay this to your counselor, that his estimation was correct. There is a third party at play here. The Vapian Brotherhood, Sir Jōlahr.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yes, so he put that together on his own self, but those counselors of Zōrheg are impressive individuals, to say the least. So, I would still rather keep the exact manner of their involvement under wraps, as I'm sure you can understand. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Can I do a history check?
Sure. What are you?
Well,
What are
I
you
hope
looking
my
for?
rolls are still
Just- I
good.
don't know. I specifically want to know what the Vapian Brotherhood are known for doing. Like, what do they do?
Okay. Yeah.
9.
9.
Yeah, like
Okay.
what's their angle?
Yeah.
All right. You don't know Vapian. You. And that was history.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I get
9
advantage?
total? No. I mean, you get half proficiency on everything, so I'm not going to give you much advantage. Okay. But you're good at history, anyways.
You get half proficiency on
It's
everything?
it's a bard thing.
That's
It's a bard
busted.
thing. Yeah.
That is crazy.
But it's
jack of all
far
trades.
shores related. I think I gotta give you advantage. That's like
Oh,
literally
goodness.
a thing.
Okay. They watch me roll
I
like a
rolled
1.
literally your-
I wrote down nothing on the Vapian Brotherhood.
I
It's
have
because he
their
didn't say
name.
much. Is it in that one? Well,
I just have their name.
Vapian. You know?
No, and that,
Did you roll a 9 or was it total 9?
It was total 9.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I rolled a 3 first. And now I just rolled a 1.
And your religion is the same as history.
Maybe
right?
it's my die. Maybe I should try a different die.
No, you rolled a nat 20 like 2 seconds ago.
The die giveth and the die taketh away.
Maybe she's just having a
I rolled
brain
a
fart.
14
on history.
yeah, trying to remember what.
It's not your specialty is the thing. Like it's encouraging the far shores, not War of the
Yeah.
Breach related.
Yeah.
So I think you would know of VAP very basically as like a
Okay.
patron of the Mopari from the far shores.
Okay.
And you can sort of put together like Vapian Brotherhood, that's VAP. Not good.
Okay.
Probably not good if they're talking about it this way. But with a 9, you don't get much of anything.
And the knowledge of runes comes
That's
from
tragic.
the far shore. No,
No.
that's coming from the other side of the breach.
Just the nat
Yes.
one.
Okay, got it.
The
Got it.
nat one right there.
Yeah, I mean, that one's not chipped.
So
you
two
can't-
different cultures is what we're talking.
Yeah, which is part of what Telbriric mentioned, right? That the
Mhm.
mixing of Far Shores, Umbalin, and the Further was very strange.
Found
Um,
a chip. No, just kidding.
Hold on.
You
Wait.
got 3 others that you can use, kid.
Okay, next time I'm
Guys,
gonna
like
just
and
roll
subscribe so
all
we can
my
buy more dice
20s
for
in.
You have to call which
Yes.
one you're using before you do. Where? What? Oh, yes, he's still
Vapian
introducing.
Brotherhood. Yeah.
Literally all rolling all 20s. I'm going green 20. Ooh, 18.
At the very least, the Vapian Brotherhood were involved with some mechanic of the runes. There was, and they are certainly still active because the body we did find disappeared within a matter of hours.
Body?
Yes, the way that we know is that.
Are there blinds on the windows? I like to close them.
Yeah. There's not blinds, but blinds
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
sorry,
the
curtains.
wooden.
I don't know why I said blinds.
Well,
Shutters?
There's shutters. Yes, like
Shutters, we do
shutters.
shutters.
There's
You
interior
did wooden.
shutters. Yeah, that's what I was trying to. It's not blinds. It's shutters.
No,
I kind
blinds,
of forgot
not
that we were
curtains.
like actively
Hinged
weary
Have
against
shutters.
everyone.
So you can do then lock them. Get that little hook latch. Yes. Did Gettershul cover the runes in general during your conversation this morning?
Yes, he talked about their placement with me. I
Okay.
do not recall any discussion of what each meant.
Well, they're tied to the patrons of Umbalin, except for the middle one, obviously,
Yes.
which is one of the bones of contention currently ongoing.
Which is why I have to investigate further.
We'll get back to you,
Okay,
Jōlahr, my
okay.
word. I, for one, am all for knowledge, Jōlahr. however it may come. So
I always
count me
liked you,
on,
Melvin.
I was
count me on team whatever you said.
I was of
I-
similar mind.
What was it? Zōrheg.
The Zōrheg.
Still getting used to how to
I-
say these letters from the kiss tone.
I do know we just met, if I may. I
Hmm.
do also believe strongly in knowing your past in history. That is very important for,
I knew I
present.
liked you.
and I think I'd like to help where
And
I
with
can.
your support, that I would like to say that I am
Responsibly,
running
though,
at
young
for
man.
I'm
Everybody listen
running
up.
for political office.
the office of the king of the farm.
What?
Uh,
Get out of the way. Ooh.
so just to give you some flavor, since you didn't know this guy before, Melbim, I think he said he was a little taller than you,
Yeah.
but he's a Mopari, so he's got the notched ears, sort of gray complected.
Is that in layman's terms, that's an elf?
Yeah, he's an elf.
Dark elf?
He's an elf, not a dark
Sorry.
elf,
No.
Yes.
not a dark elf. He's
He's
like
they're
a
based on the
Thalmor.
Dane
He's like a
sign.
Thalmor, but gray skinned.
Yeah.
They're complex.
So
So
like
you know,
Twilight,
Farshad.
right?
He's
The
daylight skin tones.
Mhm.
These guys are the Sudresh. They're nighttime skin tones. These guys are overcast skin tones.
Oh,
Right.
so
There you
he's
go.
overcast.
Yeah, he's sort of gray. He also has long hair, but his is right. Doesn't he have long hair?
I think
Hold
so.
on, let me pull up his
I
model.
do love.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
his
it's like,
long
it's
hair.
like mid-knotted.
Yes,
Low knot.
and it's dark.
Yeah.
So he's got white hair, but he's got dark hair, so it indicates that he's somewhat younger.
Yeah.
Also, you know from your backstory that no party don't live as long as they do.
Another point for Fizz Veneer.
Pulls out the notebook.
Yeah. Just,
It is a little bit. Oh, sorry, Irish. I don't want to try to do an Irish accent at the moment. I'm juggling like 5
not
different
that
ones at the moment. But we're doing Southern, we're doing Middle Eastern, and we're doing British now. At the
Yes.
same time. Oh, also I have to throw an Aussie every now and then for Upanor.
right.
Yeah.
Very eclectic.
When everyone's talking about how much they support you, Upanor also joined in and say, I'm also for knowledge wherever you can get it. I'll put in my 2 cents here. I'm going to blow them up, by the way, the Zōrheg. That's my plan, just in case you're all wondering. I'm
No,
working on
that's
something
good.
real special, and I'm hoping to help the kingdom by giving them the armaments they need.
Speaking of which, I
The
like to
Theodore reaches over and
And
puts
I was
out
like,
another
somehow another spark that came in his
So this
hair. She just silently puts that out.
I was like, "What? I'm sorry, what was that? Upanor? Oh, sorry. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Upanor picks.
Upanor picks. Upanor picks. Oh, sorry, that might have been just a little bit too much too quickly. I'll discuss it with you another time. Didn't mean to interrupt.
But I actually had an idea for a similar invention. We need to talk on that later.
Absolutely, buddy. What do you say that?
No.
No,
To him?
No, to him, no.
No.
No,
You
yeah.
never called me.
He's like, is that so?
We'll talk in the
That
details
seems better.
later.
That was a good one.
Yeah. We shared a boat the whole way over here, and I was talking about it the whole time.
Well, the
Could've talked
idea
to you
just
then.
occurred to me just now. I mean, and this morning I was speaking with Melvin. We can talk about it now if you like in front of everyone.
No,
else.
now we've stopped the conversation dead cold. I think that's rude.
I think
Can I have the halo or not?
no.
Just we're gonna go full
Now,
chaos
hold
mode now.
on.
all together we all go no.
But knowledge responsibly.
I would like to say
Learn your things responsibly.
I
We're
think you
starting with
should-
writing your letters first.
I do support your desire to learn more about your past. I will say, do it with caution. I support you because I have a feeling, as I understand it, that whatever magical powers that cause the cataclysm above the city, that knowledge springs from the same well as what you're pursuing, and so hopefully through one we can learn more about the other.
That was
Yeah.
definitely my hope as well.
So you hope to blow up another city? What?
No,
Did I
my
miss
hope
something?
is to
To understand
understand that of what
Okay,
caused
okay.
it.
No,
And
it's
understand
okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all for explosives, but like the one over the city was bid.
I don't know how to write.
So I think something we can agree on.
And the Theodore pulls out paper. trace these, honey,
It
while
was
we
bad.
talk, okay? Just practice. No. It comes over, helps you just how you hold your
So Gillen's sitting in the corner practicing.
He's chewing on crayons.
Jōlahr is getting progressively younger by the minute.
What were we actually talking about before?
I don't have a
interrupted myself?
negative
The
intelligence.
Vietnam Brotherhood.
Vapian Brotherhood. Okay.
You're just like a marine, though.
Right.
Anyways,
Which
Melvin,
color's your
speaking
favorite
about the
flavor?
Vietnam Brotherhood, what more did you have to say on that? Because you're quite cryptic last time, I won't lie. I don't think this is a time for secrets.
Well, to be frank, there he is for you.
I haven't.
Aw.
The Vapian Brotherhood, though,
Oh my
is
touch
part
screen.
of
I love the emo sweater.
Shoedrash, right? No, sorry,
It's
Mopari.
like a robe, sort of.
Oh, pardon. Emo robe.
He's not wearing that at the moment, though.
Oh.
The disguise did not also do clothes.
Weren't the Vapian Brotherhood part of the Mopari, though?
They are Mopari.
They
yeah.
are Mopari.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are Mopari.
Okay.
As I said when we spoke, oh my word, like, I don't know, several how many? How long do I? Yeah. Like, almost 2 Jōlahr ago. Boy, I'm mixing British and Australian all of a sudden.
That's it.
A guy. Can't shake Upanor.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. They are rather mysterious, the Vapian Brotherhood. My access to that sort of information has been much diminished because making any sort of inquiry of the sort would indicate that somebody is present that has that sort of background knowledge already. So I have to, as much as I advise people to gain knowledge where they can have it, at risk of self, it seems rather ill-advised, because if you know something didn't die before you can really make use of it, what's the point of it in the first place? So yes, Vapian Brotherhood, they're involved in some way, but someone was right, I can't remember who, that they did have to learn this from somewhere, the runes.
Well, yeah. I don't know anybody that would be able to wield the runes beyond the, well, there's a Kjorbaj, and then obviously the Kisstyral. Well, I guess I say obviously, but I just learned that the Kisstyral use it as their language. And I don't know if I'm willing to say that the Vapian Brotherhood and the Kisstyral are in league with one another. I don't really know much about them, but I mean, if they're intent on calamity, I don't know.
Can I history check the idea of the Kisstyral working with more peaceful factions?
Let's smell them.
Man, it's another,
My turn.
it's another 14.
Ashtakrrok just rolled another nat 20.
Goated.
Good. I only got 14.
And he doesn't really need to get nat 20s with how high his intelligence is, but you know what? All he's doing is sitting around thinking at the moment, so
Right.
maybe it tracks it.
Honed his mind.
Now, hold on a minute.
Wait, what? Who was that?
What was your other character?
That was Ormic Draster. That's who that was.
Hold on. Kisstyral, I don't think would have the capacity to have that long term of planning.
Well, if not the Kisstyral, I don't know, the Zōrheg?
From what you said, they
Yes. Ashtakrrok, Ahnen did say that the ones most knowledgeable about the runes, as you might imagine, are the Zōrheg themselves.
But this is what I was driving at, is that there must be some sort of, the Vapian Brotherhood doesn't know the runes, just from a matter of course. So someone would have to inform them of the runes, and the only way that could happen, apparently, since I would imagine that Kjorbaj will not disclose that sort of information, but even so, from what you've said, the information about the runes is limited at their actual use, not their inherent meaning.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
So someone had to teach the Vapian Brotherhood the runes.
And what they mean.
Might be a step too far.
Okay.
It could be that they were providing the information similar to how the Kjorbaj work it.
Yeah.
Because, apparently, Telbririk, you informed me when you got back, Telbririk was able to recognize that the runes used in the circle, except for the center rune, obviously, were used as stand-ins for the patrons of Umbalin, right?
Is there a specific symbolism around that? Like, I don't know if we ever rolled specifically against like the arrangement of the patrons.
So as far as the... Do I have that? Do I have that? Where's that map? Where's that map? Aha! This is one of my bad maps, but...
Yes. But would there be a cultural significant, like, is there another significance of somebody that would...
The order of the runes
Yeah,
themselves?
like arrange it like
yeah,
that.
so we did cover this.
Okay,
that please, this was deep lore, and I cut it out of the abridged episode. So that's why you watch the full ones, because you sometimes get some deep lore. Because it was like maybe not 20. It was maybe like an 8-minute diversion onto this idea, because you asked the question. I was like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. It's the Mosarn procession.
Oh, right. Okay, I do remember
The
that.
Mosarn procession is like the only one that puts them in a particular order outside of like the racial groupings of them. And this did not follow the Mosarn
Which
procession.
Mosarn was one of the languages around the runes that were inscribed around.
Yeah,
right?
it was the outermost ring, I think. No, it was the
No,
middle
no,
ring. It was
yeah,
the
yeah.
middle ring.
Where are those?
Too many papers. But yes, then when you saw Telbririk, I think he also pointed this out, that the only order that you can see at this point is that the way that the runes are read, the starting point of each rune is at the same place in the circle of runes.
Right.
So like this one is technically read top to bot, like do 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 do. So it's at the top. This one's read do 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 do.
So they're like pointing out as they go around.
They're at the core. Their rune starting place corresponds to their circle rune placement.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because there's 10 runes, so like, yeah, you can see top, next, next, dead bottom.
They all face
next,
inward.
Next.
Yeah.
Okay. But outside of that seems to be the only real information that you were able to glean about like why they're in that particular order.
Right. Okay.
And then the rune for Zōrheg was the one that exploded. Now, were you also asking how they're correlated? Like between the rune meaning, the rune idea, the imputation?
No, I think that part's fine.
Okay.
We can get back to Ashtakrrok's.
Because it's just sort of like river is Phos because he's
Right.
the river.
Right.
Pathway for Josh. Yeah, I went over that.
But it's truly the symbolism of the rune, not the
effect of the rune.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did you actually write all that down somewhere?
no, I'm sorry. Fitzmir's got his book out. Don't worry about me.
Fismir's
Yes, he did copy
his
all the runes.
his spell book is currently like sitting on his shoulder, flipping through itself, trying to figure stuff out. He has an animated spell book, by the way. Okay. Okay, boy, that's gonna get cut out of the abridged version. What is that? Yeggies? What's Yeggies? Who's Yeggy? That's where you ate breakfast.
Oh.
Went to Yeggies and got some eggies.
Bro.
You went to a restaurant chain? No.
No, it just says the name on the outside. What are we even talking about right now? Yes, so
So the Mopari, we'll specify it out to the Vapian Brotherhood had to be taught this, and as far as I can guess, the only people who could have taught them would be the Zōrheg. Where does that get us from here?
with an at 20, I'll go and give it to him.
But that Getashul's idea that the Zōrheg didn't know what was happening with the runes would indicate some sort of disconnect between the learning of the runes and the usage in the circle. Does that track for everybody?
So,
I give out the chalkboard, but I haven't taught myself how to write Lieutenant yet.
so the Zōrheg taught them, but then when the Vapian Brotherhood, assuming it is the Vapian Brotherhood, made all the runes, there was a disconnect or a miscommunication of some kind between. For my own sake, are we saying that the destruction of the city and whatever happened above it are separate from what happened with the runes? Like, I feel like we have 3 or 4 moving parts.
That certainly is the gist that I'm getting from this. I think I understand what Ashtakrrok is saying, and in the final calculation, I think you're understanding this correctly. Ashtakrrok, correct me if I am wrong.
I will do so.
Remember there, teacher-student relationship as well. And he's got his guard. He's a little bit etherized, so a little bit less of a filter on him. As little as he had before with his 6 charisma.
We all have our weaknesses.
His is just interpersonal.
He actually agrees, I guess, with what you just said, that we have certainly 2 spheres of influence going on here. That my predicament with the dagger nail and such is wholly separate from what happened in the city. I'm not sure if it was just a matter of opportunity on the Zōrheg's part that they took hold of me, but they may, in the final analysis, not have been involved with the so-called runes at all. Double calamity, in a way.
That's a pretty, unfortunately, fair estimation from what I'm thinking at the moment.
Well, I will say that as far as... Actually, let me roll for it.
I have a question.
Yeah, I will say one thing real quick. Well, as far as I'm aware, I will clear the general Mopare population from any sort of direct coordination with the Zōrheg. We find them as improbable as you do, so I don't want there to be any sort of thoughts that we're in cahoots with these abominations. I can't speak for the Vapian Brotherhood because apparently they are. But as far as I'm aware, the legislature of the Kisstyral has not been now who stabbed me in the back, blah, 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 blah. All sorts of considerations for that, but
I will say, one doesn't necessarily need to be in cahoots with the Kisstyral to learn from them, as we spoke previously, Milton. My question is, Andrew, does the spell comprehend languages exist in this world?
mm-hmm.
Now, you've had an idea as we've been discussing this, and this ties in to what we were talking about Melvin and what I was mentioning to you, Benor. I think one of our possible avenues of progress here is, we need to understand these runes better and understand what they mean. So far, the only things we know that speak the language is the Kisstyral and specifically the Zōrheg.
Yes.
What if we were to... Well, we know the Zōrheg are going to be coming after our king here. If they're coming to us regardless, what if we were to capture one and force it to tell us what it knows? There's certain magical means to understand languages beyond your own logical comprehension. If we could cast that spell, presumably we could understand the Zōrheg, and the Zōrheg could explain what each rune means.
You want to capture a Zōrheg?
yeah, I'll speak for my part that I'm glad on. Whoa. Who was that? I'll say from...
I just wanted
The guy was like, I was sitting here at the window, and I was just going to say, This sounds bad.
Joking, get out of here.
Sorry. Let me try that again. Little Australian Upinopix. I'll say for my part that I'm glad Ahnnen's not here because I don't know that you'd leave the room with that sort of idea.
Well, we can kill the Zōrheg afterwards, but I don't think Ahnen would be happy about it either. But that's what I wanted to speak to you about, Upinor, was possibly attaching a net to one of your explosives. Well, presumably it wouldn't explode.
Oh, now. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Can they even be captured?
I don't think anyone's tried, as far as I know. Can I actually roll for that?
Huh?
As a Zōrheg
You could roll for history.
Hang on, sorry. This is just for my own following. They're suggesting capturing one of the
Yeah.
finger guys?
Capture a
he-
Zōrheg and then use comprehend language so he can understand it and then have it teach us what the runes are.
Now,
Also, I wrote a 23.
23? No. There's no record of any captured Zōrheg from the War of the Breach.
There's never been a recorded capture of a Zōrheg, but
If you've
And you
seen
know
a Zōrheg,
yeah.
Has Fistveneer seen a Zōrheg?
Yeah, I saw one over the
From,
city.
from
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
distance.
from
From
a
a
distance.
distance.
So
From
you don't even have a
significant
good
difference.
point of reference.
There's also
Yeah.
never been a record of anyone surviving the needle either. I mean,
That's a fair point, but I'm disappointed in your faith in me. I've attempted to use that on some of the runes that we have around the capital.
Yes.
And
What?
it's never happened before, but
Well, I understand that the written language doesn't work, and I think my theory is that's partly because they entail some sort of enchantment in their inscribed version. But I'm wondering if the Zōrheg use them for their languages and not spoken. And I'm wondering if in that case the spell might work.
I will say for my part that there was not much conversation going on in my previous or recent encounters with the Zōrheg. When they do speak, it's not pleasant.
I thought you said Jōlahr didn't hear them speak.
It's in the recent one, the one that just happened. I'm assuming at this point because I was blindfolded most of the time, but there was a voice that would enter the tent on occasion that I didn't hear with my ears. So I don't know that
Were you
calling it speech is exactly the right term.
Were you able to understand this voice?
Without any doubt.
At risk of contradicting myself, I know I'm trying to figure this all out and I want to mess with the halos. I don't know if I'm entirely comfortable trying to capture one. I think they possess powers far beyond whatever we could even begin to understand.
I agree.
Could we talk a second?
Do you want to step out? Are you wanting to step outside and have a conversation?
Like,
Do we go to
we're
the
going
corner?
to take an aside.
Okay.
Right.
And Billon's
Well-
going to take you by the elbow. Fistveneer by the elbow.
Okay. And
And he's sweating.
no, you're sweating?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to say?
It might be, I want to say it might be dumb. It might be something everybody has realized, but from Narraton, what I observed during the battle, because you described it, which means we all observed it, I think, is the moment that thing in the sky left, there was a shift in the guys on the ground, which I'd say their real names. I can't.
Kisstyral, yeah.
It's just speaking to his point of their power. Maybe it was a coincidence, but after having spent days fighting, or whatever the term is, fighting for our lives, for our homes, it was noticeable to me.
And that tracks with what information I have been able to glean from the research I've done on the Zōrheg, the focused research I've done about the War of the Breach, that they have the ability to coordinate massive amounts of troops, massive amounts of Kisstyral at a single time.
And that's, I guess, what my point being is the concern for if we were to capture one, that it maybe could call people to it.
Oh, most certainly. If we captured one, they would they would bring down all their forces to bear to either revenge us or to get it back.
That's part of what Ahnen said to us, is if you could get them on their own, you could maybe take them on, but they don't travel alone. They've always got, as he put it, some sort of posse with them. That sort of precludes a one-on-one encounter. And Ashtakrrok, that's the only reason, really, that you were able to save me, is that you, in fact, that our compatriots got the 2-on-1 as you all liberated me from the camp.
That's correct. And even so, it was. I was not present at the moment, but our what did you call it?
The Zōrheg?
No,
Are
the
you
other one.
Ashtakrrok?
Yeah, this is Ashtakrrok, yeah.
You just
Zōrheg.
removed your right arm.
I was noticing that.
I've been trying.
Put it down.
What was it?
The Zōrheg.
Zermesh.
I was imagining the stump was moving, but nothing
was.
else.
In fact, it was 2 Zermesh who took
I
out.
thought that's what you were doing at first, and then like now he's full blown Josh.
It was 2 Zermesh who were able to team up and take out the Zōrheg and the Strolled.
I think we have 2 matters here. I think we know the Zōrheg can be defeated, which is good. But on the other hand, they have some amount of influence with their minds or something that they can essentially control armies of Kisstyral
This is
without direct,
This is simply a theory, but I wonder if it's rather mind control, if it's simple telepathy. Is that a thing in this world?
Yeah.
If it's simply
Nonverbal communication.
if the king attested that he heard a voice but not with his ears, and if the Zōrheg are able to communicate telepathically, they could command and give orders from the skies to their troops on the ground. And when the Zōrheg fled Neraton and the troops fell to our forces, it was simply because it was no longer commanding and giving orders.
If we could seriously step aside for a minute, that would be
I
great.
suppose everyone, the lad and I need to have a conversation.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would get anything that they haven't already gotten, but I was wanting to roll a perception on,
I think
even
I'm
though the
sweating at
guy
this
was. What is it called again?
The Zōrheg?
The Zōrheg. Even though he was up in the sky, if I gathered anything like.
Did you see it? I know Fistveneer saw
I think
it.
I was.
I mean,
think
I
the only
was
I could
in
see
the
'cause I
city
have
the
my
whole
elven
time,
eyes.
and it was
I think
there though.
I had a roll
imagined the whole
perception check to
time.
see it.
Yes.
Oh.
It was really
Yeah.
high up there.
And he only got it because he knew to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there.
But after days and days and days of fighting,
I mean, why would you look hundreds of feet up in the
Yeah.
air to go?
It's just like a speck in the sky.
Yeah.
okay.
I
can
didn't
roll-
look.
It would be 2 rolls here. It would be 2 rolls here. Because
Would
you
you
first would
know
have a
to
history
look?
roll,
Yeah.
and then you would have
I was gonna say,
absolute-
could I know
perception,
something? Know to
investigation?
look at
And then
all
it'll
because of
be-
history?
you can so it'd be 2 rolls. We'll go first. You're gonna roll history.
Yeah.
Just straight roll.
Gotta pick my color. My green did well for me. I'm gonna do my multicolored. 8. Sad day plus 6.
That's not bad.
14
14.
won't do it though. No.
Y'all of these were bad. So can I not roll for the other one?
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't.
yeah.
You didn't
Okay.
roll. You didn't roll
Fine
well
enough.
enough to
So
think
what
to
I
roll.
just said, I wouldn't shouldn't
I
have been
imagine
able
we're like
to
huddling
say.
over,
From your-
and my book
from your
is leaning in close
perspective,
as well.
Yeah. From your perspective, like it was a Kisstyral attack
I
because
got
they
more
exploded the
bookmark.
gates.
Okay, then what I said would have to be completely erased because I wouldn't have
What did you
picked up on it.
Oh, that there was. Well, you've heard from them that there was a Zōrheg. In his speech, he said there was a Zōrheg here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like there's been mention of the Zōrheg, but you didn't think to look to be able to observe it in the actual
Even if
battle
you did
itself.
think, there's no guarantee you'd find it. Because like only I was able to see with the perception.
Yeah.
check.
Can we take
And
our
I think you rolled
aside?
in. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I'd have rolled really high.
I think you rolled a nat 20 on it or something.
Fistveneer.
And then I stand very awkwardly with them.
We all go- we all
I
go
have
T-pose.
no
We all go
idea.
T-pose. Everyone else goes T-pose. I'm gonna have every single person roll a perception check if they're doing this.
I don't know how much you know, about the Zōrheg. I'm not entirely convinced that they can't infiltrate our minds. So, last night, I had a dream that a Zōrheg entered my room in the middle of the night and was going to stick the dagger nail it has into my forehead, and I couldn't move, and I heard its nasty whispering voice. And the thing that really stuck with me, and the thing that I can't shake, is I saw it in incredible detail, not like a dream at all. Except for the fact that I woke up and it had all, it was morning. I thought it was really happening. I feel like it must have been really happening, but I don't know how. But I've never seen a Zōrheg, and I could see its, obviously the crown, in its nasty head and cracked lips and its long dangling limbs. And I didn't even know what they looked like, but I saw one last night, and I don't know what we're messing with, because I think they're really powerful.
As far as the idea of them being able to influence our minds, I believe that's a known fact. That's why Ahnen wears that ring he has. He wears that ring. That's why we couldn't reach him, as it protects his mind. They're a common artifact used in the towers. In fact, I'd like to see if we can get some more. I'm going to be honest with you, Biolan.
Yeah.
I think, as much as I admire your bravery and willingness to learn more about your past, I think handling that pointed halo was a grievous mistake. I don't think it's a stretch of the imagination to say you've been marked similar as the king has. Not as grievously as he, but I think you definitely caught their attention. So the idea of a Zōrheg visiting you in the night and threatening to turn you into one of them is not far-fetched. So what that means is we are facing forces. We're facing forces far beyond our capability and might in a head-on battle. That's why we need to put our heads together to figure out what to do. We're in this mess whether we like it or not, and there's no way out of it.
I think that's part of why there's no turning back. Not even if I wanted to. I've already interacted with it, and with my inclinations to pursue it to my own detriment, maybe even, I feel like I've done what's done. Well, I need to figure this out.
Something to keep in mind, and this is a lesson that we had to learn through difficulty during our wars with the Zōrheg and the War of the Breach. They are formidable foes.
Yeah.
They are incredibly powerful and not to be underestimated. But one of their greatest weapons is their terror. I mean, you described the cracked lips and the jagged looks. They are
nasty,
terrifying abominations. And if you let that terror overcome you, then you're helpless against what other power they wield. And so it's important that we remember, as powerful as they are killable. I mean, 3 were killed here during the battle.
Yes.
And they're not immortal. They're killable. They speak, they plan. They are a foe that we can best.
Yeah. But intelligent.
Yes, intelligent. And we have to be smarter. We can't outbeat them with bronze unless we get the entire peninsula to bear arms. But I think we have some great minds here. I think we can outsmart them. Starting first with understanding the runes. If we can understand the way they speak and the way they work, that's an advantage we take away from them.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew. And
I do think our number one priority at this moment should be getting more of those artifacts to shield your mind and Jōlahr's mind and others if we can afford it.
Okay.
Anyways, everybody.
Did you step out of the room or just step into the corner?
Oh,
I was under the impression it was the corner.
I probably
I'm
would
asking-
have hastily pulled him to the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then roll stealth.
Both of us, or just?
Just him. He initiated.
Can I
Oh
give
wait,
the-
disadvantage.
Can I give the help?
Come on.
Oh no! For this, I'm not going to give you disadvantage.
Oh,
It's just
okay,
talking.
Well, then that was a 19. So.
I got an 18 plus 6.
Right. You got
Oh.
22.
That's, wait.
Hang on.
24.
Oh, plus 2.
Hang on.
So
Hang on. I like to cast sleep in the room.
there is not enough HP in that pool to do anything, bro.
Unseen servant just to plug into her ears.
You literally have to like shove stuff. She's got ear holes. Like she doesn't have any. Like
That's why it's
external.
unseen.
You see how
So,
much my little
Now we know
delicate
Bjorn's
lizard
just one of
ears?
those whisperers that's
Yeah.
like.
Oh no! You rolled very well.
Right.
She just rolled a
I-
24
She was
I
over
just
on
am
our
a
shoulders.
bard.
That is a that is
It
busted.
was like,
because Upanor had stepped up and started talking to Ashtakrrok about
Mm,
his arm that he's trying to make.
yeah.
You're just into the goss.
Well,
God.
do you want to do anything since you heard that?
not yet. I
Okay.
don't know what I'd do other than saying,
Phaedra will
you
remember
had
that.
what? No.
You had he did what in his cup? Okay, so I don't know. We'll just let it. They went T-pose while you were gone. They just talked about some sundry things.
As soon as we come back, I want to go, Ashtakrrok.
Actually, we have to kill Bjorn now.
Actually, can we-
He's too far in.
Ashtakrrok, are you familiar with magical artifacts that wield the wearer's mind? They're used frequently in the towers. Onan has a ring that performs the act.
Yes, I haven't used any myself, but I'm familiar with their general construction and usage.
Do you know of anywhere we could procure them?
Well, I mean, when I took my semester abroad,
This is real.
Lucky
when I took
I
my
got stuck in the towers.
my what's it called?
Leave.
Broad.
What's it called? Sabbatical
Mm.
to the Zōrheg on the exchange program that we have. They use those pretty frequently. I think similar to you in study. They're apparently some sort of lesser amount just for like general practice, not so powerfully constructed as they could be. But yes, I'm familiar with them.
Well, you believe, dealing with the foes that we are, I mean, the Zōrheg are known to have, as I said before, telepathic and other mind-altering abilities. That's why Onan wears one, is to protect against that. And I think if we're going to be, even if we don't go looking for them, they're clearly looking for the king and those who stand by his side. So if we could get as many as we can get our hands on, it would give us a significant advantage, or at least take away one of theirs.
I tend to agree with that. That just the more precautions we can take at this point, the better, obviously. But you had mentioned something earlier that Melbourne, that you two had come up with some ideas about Khartoum, and sending a dispatchment of troops down Khartoum.
Correct. We had the idea that, well, at the very least, if it is, first we'd have to confirm the theory that they are traveling by Khartoum, and if it is, it's either sending troops to see about collapsing the entrance that's nearby, near the city, or perhaps guarding it. I'm not sure if it's wise to give chase down there. At least I'm prepared.
Yeah, giving chase at the moment, we discussed it as, to be frank, Jōlahr, we have a couple ideas.
Yes, Malcolm, tell
we
him about
have a couple
the
ideas about what could happen, because we also came upon the idea that maybe departing the capital would not be a terrible idea. Which would we like to start with? There was the idea that you lead the soldiers down into Khartoum as a way to get you out of the city, but actually it's not you at all. Ashtakrrok can manage. Can you manage that? I could manage it to a certain degree.
The idea, Jōlahr, was that it would be largely suggested that you, the valiant king, are leading the charge against the enemy, whereas in truth you're leading from the back line.
Exactly. It was the same sort of. You mentioned that you were fleeing the capital would be a bad look. We agreed with that, or tried to figure out ways to work around it while still having you, as I said, depart the capital under possibly surreptitious means. The other option.
Yes, Melvin, what was the other option? I seem to have forgotten.
Well, the other option is that Rejlaz leaves the city, while you never do. And I take over responsibility at the moment, just as a figurehead, purely figurehead. Ashtakrrok helping me out, and
I knew it.
it's a simple ruse, and then you're already. We could say that you had been further enfeebled. This one, at least you're staying in the capital. You are further enfeebled. Certain considerations. That one, the first thought, best thought, maybe I don't know. But possibly we could have you go somewhere where it's more. Maybe Gettershul could take you to Royresh. I've heard that there are similar. What have you heard that?
I don't believe it.
No, he would not. Melbim is a bad roller. I think he also rolled badly in yours.
Did, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nat 1.
I believe the idea is not for the king to go to more populated areas if he is being hunted. We still aren't sure if the Zōrheg are able to find him with magical means.
Right. So there could be. So we could go anywhere, really. I mean, I'm sure that there's some sort of royal estate somewhere out in the more rural areas of the Patpakin, or maybe even elsewhere. Probably not the Sholpash, even though it's your protectorate. That seems. I don't know that anybody takes a vacation to the Sholpash. That seems odd to me. Melbourne, you're talking awfully fast. I would prefer to save face where I can, as You looked at his, so it triggered me to look at all of yours. Yeah, triggered. Where's my? What? It's working. I was just making sure that it was up. There have been, as you know, Melbim, there has been some unhappy correspondence received from the houses of some of the lords that would take delicate hands to sort of manage that situation, because their support is obviously important to the crown.
As we're reckoning with various ideas, King Jōlahr, one has occurred to me. Perhaps it may be so bold as to say, what if we simply told the people the truth? There is honor in admitting that their king, being hunted by such a formidable foe, has chosen to not put his people at risk and has gone elsewhere for a time being. It's a very selfless and noble act. I'm not sure how the lords would approve, but certainly the people who the lords ultimately get their power from would approve.
I'm trying to think of who would speak up at this point.
Yoken.
Yoken?
Well, see here, I don't know that that's going to be the best course of action.
I can be king.
I think I could do it. Kingstar.
Send me down to the cartoon. I'll get it.
Don't even worry about a thing.
I found it. There. I finally found it.
Don't even worry about a thing. I'm going to take care of the family just fine.
Ashtakrrok will speak up next.
There is honesty does carry with it a certain degree of acceptability. even in the most dire circumstances. But I think safety is more important than honesty right now.
Of course.
So if we're able to get Jōlahr out of the city without people knowing that he is gone, I think that is the best option.
I understand.
Now, Melbourne, no offense to you, but don't know that. Even between both of ourselves, I don't know that our capabilities of disguise would hold up under that much of intense scrutiny. They are still fallible, even when expertly done. And to have somebody discover that the king has been replaced by a Mopari in these sort of circumstances may not go over particularly well. That does not leave us with many good options at this point.
Perhaps instead of replacing the king with a false one, we could simply say the king, as Melvin suggested, the king has retired as he's grown further ill, and in the time being hasn't given someone to act in his place under his advisement in public settings. And they would, under your advisement and Melvin's advisement, they would act as a standing king, but to the public eye, Jōlahr is still safely in his chambers, giving orders to whoever this person might be.
I think in the short term that's manageable. I would, of course, of two minds on it. Is a feeble king present better than?
Certainly,
Than a fleeing king.
as I believe Melvin put it at breakfast this morning, a fleeing king is better than a dead one. If you pardon my bluntness.
That does sound like Melvin. Yep, and that is how I said
I believe he said prince, actually.
Oh no.
Shade.
I thought we were friends. Yes, we do.
Oh,
Sorry, did I say that
you
later?
jokester.
So limited exposure. With me in place as limited exposure? Is that where we are at this point?
I mean, it can be you. I was thinking that someone more local would be a better figurehead, whereas you and Ashtakrrok continue to utilize. But it's up to Jōlahr what he wishes to do.
I think we bring back.
Sorry, who knows his name?
Yogan.
Not Yoken. No, not Yoken.
Boyak.
Boya?
I think we bring back Boyak from Nerton. Get him here.
He's the one you left in charge.
I know. I remember.
All right.
It'll be a couple days, but that will give us time to prepare for everything to take place at that point. Bring back Boyak, bring him into the conversation, have him stay instead, disguise Jōlahr as Boyak, saying that he is going to rally allies around the other kingdoms, the other principalities. Probably he can head back with Getishol to Roiresh to start off. From there, we could disperse to other places. I understand what you're saying about keeping him away from mass populations, if the ruse is penetrated at some point. But, like we discussed, the halo in the city, the runic circle, is not the concern at this point. It would be just the Zōrheg, and know that Roiresh was built to withstand attack.
That sounds like the best place to go then.
At least to start off. I mean, Umvrog, very safe. There are many wards and protective capabilities that those that the Ruleon Veneer have. Even the towers could, at some point, be an option. Those are obviously totally different sides of the continent. So keeping him on the move for the most part, though, I think is what would be wisest. Like someone said, moving targets are harder to hit at some point.
Yes, no. That. Thank you, Ashtakrrok. I think that brings things more into perspective. Boyak has been indispensable with all of you no longer present in the capital. He was able to step in and really handle things militarily. So having him be here as my stand-in, I think, would only strengthen that sort of resolve. He is able to muster troops like few I've ever seen. And he will deal with the lords in a manner that's appropriately stationed, as you could imagine. A man of command would be able to command his own respect. I do not like running away, but it may be for the best in the end.
I look at it this way, Mike.
And honestly, I will be rallying support around, so it's not like I'll be even lying. So I'm not leaving us all, not leaving off to go gallivanting around, dancing in fields of poppies or whatever.
Well, if it's any consolation, I think it's a plan that Onan would approve of. Sacrificing or putting at risk your own power in the sake of protecting the people.
And sending Crown and Kjolbaj together would be a strong statement as well. Now, I won't be able to perpetuate the ruse in some circumstances, obviously. The council, the Zōrheg, would see right through it.
I would hope that they have the discrepancy to keep things secret.
I'm sure that I trust them. Wholeheartedly, I trust the Zōrheg council. They have been nothing but good to me. So you can report that as a quote.
All right, I'll pass that along. Your Highness.
All right. So I suppose I stay here as Rejlaz then?
Yes, unfortunately so, Melbourne. But you've done such a wonderful job with the accent. It's terrible to waste it.
Well, so then might we then send dispatchment towards this Khartoum situation? Now that we sort of have the Jōlahr question answered, there are some others that we move on to.
I believe Onan's our best choice for tracking the Kisstyral to find the opening if they are traveling through the Khartoum. And then once it's found...
That's probably something he'd be able to tackle in this next herbal before Boyak arrives, so that he'd be able to leave with...
Precisely my thinking.
And as we discussed, I'm sure that this will not be a difficult search.
Yes.
They were routed. Well, routed is a bit of an overstatement. They were defeated, so they were retreating and did not, I'm sure, have time to necessarily cover the tracks. As powerful as the Zōrheg might be, they were rather distracted on the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kisstyral was quite impressive. Water drive. All right, so then the Boyak will obviously be able to organize everything when he arrives, because I'm sure he'll probably bring back, I would assume he'd bring back the majority of the troops from Naton at this point, after setting up an appropriate town guard. Jōlahr is like, yes?
What about one of those halo thingies? May I study it?
Yeah. Please. Okay.
I am surrounded by adults. Capable adults. And I'm just a very tall and muscular 16-year-old. May I please have the halo?
I'm trying to think of how this decision would be made. I think it's sort of just up to Jōlahr.
If I may interject, there's perhaps a chance that you may not even need to study the halo. King Jōlahr, I don't mean to pry, but have you perhaps yourself studied the runes inscribed on one of them?
No, the runes are, as Ahnen has put it, they're almost too much information. And roll a charisma. Give me a persuasion check.
20!
Nat 20!
Sick.
I mean, I'll go ahead and roll for it, but he rolled a 17, but
Dueling
that's not good
20s.
enough. That's not going to be good enough. Also,
Should I look at my
stat block,
modifier? I'm not
No, that 20 will be good enough.
My persuasion's +4.
That's right. You were the half face before she showed up.
The half face?
The face of the group is supposed to be the one that talks to everybody. He's not technically like a charisma caster, but he was the one with the best charisma. So half face.
I just rolled pretty well.
Right, and then you said the one that talks the most, and I've been the one sitting here most quiet.
Well, this is not the situation in which you'd be
We're
speaking a
plotting
lot.
and scheming.
Yes, gathering intel.
My compatriot,
That was a joke.
as I point to the dagger nail in my forehead for those on the podcast. I would know too much,
I suspected as such.
and I find it every day to a certain extent, just in sort of creeping malaise. It's sort of, I haven't gotten a good night's rest since it went in, since the shore parish.
Well, I understand, Jōlahr. My theory was that the dagger nail may allow whatever we can learn from these halos to be accelerated beyond what Jōlahr's capabilities are. But if it's accelerated to the
agree.
point of...
And I think that's the problem.
Exactly.
Jōlahr is a brave farmer that I.
This is a time
Braver,
which...
or as Ahnen might say, some kind of stupid.
They're hardly distinguishable.
They're hardly
It's
distinguishable.
usually the ends that determine it, isn't it?
But I wouldn't want to put you at risk, Jōlahr, if...
Yes, it'd be. No, I have some allies that are attempting to help with our situation, even beyond our compatriots that had rescued me and brought me here. They are very focused on. Luckily, they are focused on sort of the halo itself. They're not having.
We'll earn hand position later.
Oh, it's
I'd
back.
rather him.
I didn't know Utal was in this campaign.
Yeah.
it is very Utal.
It's giving
It's giving
Viking.
runes. It's actually giving runes. That's the only time I'm going to use that sort of syntax because I hate it.
Say less.
Oh, it's giving.
Yeah.
Slay.
I will say aura farming though because that's funny.
Jōlahr's condition seems to be rapidly dwindling. Like it's some kind of...
The brain rot.
Some sort of, you might call it, I forget what it's called, mind damage. Psychic damage.
Psychic damage, yeah. Yeah. So my encounter with the Zōrheg, that many Zōrheg, has not encouraged me to delve further into the rooms any more than the amount of exposure I already have. So I will not be utilizing any of the halos. But now you give me a persuasion check.
The idea was if the king can decipher it, he doesn't need to, but the king can decipher.
Oh, wait.
Persuasion. Can I use
Yeah,
that?
you can get advantage.
Help action, guys. Because I was gonna
That was an
say,
8.
in that case, if you can't...
Plus your modifier?
14.
I see no reason
Total
for,
or
Total.
for Viola
14
not to.
total?
Plus we're bros.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Yeah.
bros.
So it's like a plus 5.
The bro
Swag.
proficiency.
I grab your shoulder.
Can you use your
And look in his eyes.
Corbage thing?
It's
Do
not
you
a cover
intimidation
thing.
squeeze?
No.
Do you get big? Do you get big?
Make it big.
King Jōlahr.
King Jōlahr, I need this crown.
It's called a halo, Jōlahr. Jōlahr.
I meant.
Yolan.
and then he runs around wearing it like this.
Yeah. That's not the right way. We will make preparations for you to have one, but I don't want you touching it again.
I will see to that as well.
I understand.
He didn't hear that because you didn't tell him. No, you did. You told him about the dream, especially after last night.
Yeah, because I want to know if he had the dreams.
Right, and he said he doesn't.
The
They don't know.
Mm,
I'm sure we can locate a similar accommodation to what Melbourne currently has, so that you can travel with it without concerning yourself with coming into contact directly.
I don't know that I'm sold on this, but if it's anyone's decision, it's going to be Jōlahr's. Obviously, I'm going to stay in the capital. If I'm going anywhere after here, it's going to be back home.
mm.
You have to rate us. You gotta rate us every month, every herbal.
Every herbal, I don't know, that's a lot.
I don't say.
How else are you going to practice your left hand?
Yeah, you gotta practice.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Oh. Practice makes perfect, and I don't know if I got the
Joshua?
time to get there.
Joshua, yeah, that's a month. Well, it's 15 days. It's basically a fortnight. Okay. Ba.
But I do have a question.
Mm.
Can you please get out of my room?
No.
When does the temple get attacked? And we have no.
No.
And so I burst through the window.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
That's not what they sound like.
My nail goes straight through Yokin's face.
It turns into a sword.
Nice.
Laser sound.
Yeah.
It's a lightsaber sword.
It's just disintegration.
Are you planning on staying in the capital during your investigations?
I don't think I'll be able to. I would assume we've got leads to follow as we continue to pursue
I'd like
the
to
answers.
at the very least accompany Ahnen as he tracks the Kisstyral.
Yes.
Alright, I suppose we do have some time to figure out next steps, maybe based off of the investigation with Ahnen.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Luckily, we don't have to make all the decisions right now, but I think we've made a step in the right direction. I'm trying to think. Any other questions right now that you guys are wanting to do before we leave this room?
I have a question for Ashtakrrok, but I'm specifically gonna wait as we're all leaving and then double back so I can ask him.
Okay.
Can I steal one of the halos out of the bag?
Wow.
I'm, just kidding. I'm really bad at that.
Sleight of hand. Your big
I'm
meat
okay.
paws aren't very
I'm
good
good.
I
at
was
it.
about to say I was gonna roll.
I do have a
perception,
+2 on sleight of hand, but
You do have some decks.
yeah.
Do you have anything?
I like to cast prestidigitation
I
of
was
a
talking to
foul
Emily, but
smell under Jōlahr's nose as he's eyeing the bag.
I don't think he's actually doing it.
You're
Do you have anything?
You're
I don't
like
think so.
spray bottle on the dog.
You've got stuff to talk to them about later.
Yeah.
I guess we can sort of move to that portion. Let me think. Hold on. What does Umbalin want to do here?
Blow something up.
Oh,
He's just experimenting in the corner.
Yeah.
Cathedral again puts out something in his hair.
Okay. Yeah. All right. If we can, then we can go ahead and proceed to your.
Yeah. So as everyone's kind of leaving, I want to.
Well, we've
Quietly
taken up.
double
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we've taken up enough of your time, Ashtakrrok. I'm sure you'll continue to improve and your body as well as your handwriting.
Thank you, sire. I intend to, at least.
Sorry it happened, but
I'm
take
hoping
care.
by the time you're all leaving, I'm hoping to move back to the palace at that point.
Mm.
There's not much more they can do for me here with the plans that I have. Now, if they were trying to do their preferred method, I'm sure they'll keep me around, but yeah, my legs feel strong enough to carry my weight, so I don't know how much more they can do. I will see you all as soon as I can convince them to let me leave.
He's already ready to get out of here.
I am ready to go.
All right. Well, goodbye. Oh, just a moment. I have to. This takes a couple of minutes. And he turns into the corner and starts just like messing around with his face some.
He does all his
Yep. So
whatever
he's
that's
doing that. And I think it does take him like 11 minutes to do it. So he maybe started like as people started saying goodbyes and stuff, you started doing that. Yep. And then you all eventually leave, and then you're trying to double back.
As we're kind of going out the door, we're like, I'll catch up with you. I've just remembered something I want to ask Kruk about, and I slip back in.
We'll be in the audience chamber.
the intrigue.
Probably be in the library. I try to keep Nibjum company when I can.
I appreciate it. He could use the company.
I don't think so, actually.
He doesn't want to, but he could use it.
That is a fair point.
I think
There's-
the books are his friend.
I'll be just but a moment, and I go back. And as I, hello, Ashtakrrok. I go.
Oh.
Sorry, I know we're. Don't
What's
want
up, my guy?
I didn't want to be bothering you too much, Ashtakrrok, but didn't want to mention this in the presence of Jōlahr because didn't want to get his hopes up or to intimidate him too much. But from what I've been able to gather about these runes, and you've seen them on the halo, it seems putting them in a circle and enclosing it seems to encounter some sort of magical effect. I assume that's the same thing that happened at the city. Another similar halo made of runes on the city itself. It's just a long shot. It's just a theory, but at the moment I think anything can help. If we were able to understand the runes enough to use them like the Zōrheg do, I could feasibly see a world in which we could craft our own halo with a specific set of runes designed to reverse the whatever process the nail has started in Jōlahr. Sort of fighting fire with fire. It's a long shot and we have a lot to learn to get there, but in case I am no longer around when that knowledge is discovered, I'd like someone else to have the idea at the very least.
That to fight fire with fire to a certain extent. That is it is probably as good an option as any that we've encountered thus far. I mean, we've thought about just trying to carve it out, but that didn't sound like a good idea.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
Even if
Speaking of Abraham Lincoln,
even if the crumbling covered the scar, it would still be a bit messy.
The nail broke off and is still in his forehead, or
Yes.
there's a hole?
it's embedded.
Stone force.
There's it. Yeah, he wears a bandage over it.
Oh,
And he's got some
Yeah, there's like,
veins.
like
some-
veins
some
to,
black
to suggest
veins
it's
that sort
I
of
was gonna ask if
That's
it
the
was like
symbol.
packed with anything, the wound, but
No,
it's the nail that's
Just the
packed
nail
in
there.
the wound.
yeah.
And probably the only reason he's still alive.
Yeah, you don't want to pull the knife
Who's
out
to
and
say?
all that.
Who's to say?
But that was all Ashtakrrok. Like I said, we'd have to learn the runes and how the Zōrheg make. Even if they do make the halos, it's a long shot. But like, I just wanted somebody else to be at least thinking about it.
It's a lot that we don't know about it. But yeah, any assistance that you could offer, any... So you're interested in...
Oh, the runes, of course.
I noticed that language was sort of your...
It's a family tradition, and I'd love to.
Right, rude fun. I almost forgot.
Oh, it's fine.
Absolutely. All right, family history is, I mean, history in general is important, but yeah, I mean, I would surmise that Bjorn will need the help
Of course.
to figure anything out about those. They are
Let's just
very
say-
strange.
I've taken a special interest in Viola, and I don't want to see him.
Now, what does that mean?
I hate to see.
Oh, that was cocked. It was almost an 18. Oh,
I
finally,
hate
he
to,
rolls single digits.
I hate to see the young lad meet a terrible fate. That's all.
Good thing his charisma is terrible. I think he rolled a 9 and ends up getting a 6.
Are you my benefactor and this is Great Expectations?
I have no idea what that means.
It's a Charles Dickens novel. I've never
Um,
seen the movie nor read the book, but I at least know of it.
No.
Oh, his insight.
I'm-
Oh, okay, his insight.
I'm the Palpatine, and you're my Dooku.
Wait, I don't want to be Dooku.
Too bad. Hey, you can be my Anakin.
I can't wait to
I
get
hate
your.
you.
Yeah, you're gonna get your arms chopped off here soon.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But I must tell you that I have, in my limited time, Melbourne copied out the runes that are on the halo. And he shared them with me, and they're so... The only one that I noticed that was the same between the two was the center rune.
I had a theory about that.
But there are several that were very similar to it, obviously, essentially identical except for rotation, which is interesting in and of itself. I don't know that it tells us much.
In fact, I mean, if he's been thinking about it, 13 investigation.
Did Ashtakrrok just roll Cure Barge?
23. No, he rolled investigation, but he gets plus 10 for investigation.
That's busted.
Yeah, he's like super smart or something. He somehow got a 21 in strength and a 25 in investigation. Oh, it's because he's got gear. That's what it is. So he doesn't actually have 25 strength at the moment. Yeah, belt. He does not have his belt of hill giant strength on.
He's not yoked.
Yeah, but it is interesting. I know, in the broadest sense, I haven't after the attack. Jōlahr made it known that he could not help with the runes.
Of course. Yes.
And I fully understand that. Not only were there the simple rune and its rotations, but there were the ones that were essentially the same thing, but just with one tick different, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
But outside of that, I mean, I'm not too familiar with the Keystone language, so I can't say what is what. Just simple pattern recognition at the moment. I didn't see Bjorn's rune in there, from his little chest piece.
Of course.
I haven't met this Ahnen. I don't know that what they typically have runes for their names, so I don't know. But there's been none of the other ones I've been able to make any progress on.
So we'll just have to hope for the best and that we find out more and can begin to decipher this. I'll leave you to rest now. I understand you're going to get back on your feet.
I need a rest from the rest, to be honest. It's much too much.
If you want, I can try and smuggle you out of here. I'm not about it.
If I wasn't tall enough to hit my head on the doorpost, I might take you up on that.
Fist veneers, bro.
Yeah. I can do some minor illusionary magic, you might call it.
All right.
Well, I wish you luck, and I hope that I'm able to see you all here in short order up at the palace. It's not a far walk, but it feels, you know, if I'm being honest, I don't really like being under the watchful eye of those unaffiliated with my own people.
I understand.
As great as Zōrheg might be, he's not Zōrheg.
Well, I hope you feel better as I'm going to the door. And if you ever need anything, you ever need a hand, just send a message, and then I leave. And I hope I hear him chuckling as I leave.
I can't sing. I can't do something.
You can speak to someone that does. It's fine.
At the Temple of Zōrheg, is there some kind of like central altar?
Your bad roll from earlier, you don't know.
No.
What was it, like a 5 or something?
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. Okay.
Can I look for one? Actually, like
I mean, if you wanted to ask someone about it, like there's people who are obviously Zerhosians, if I want to put it that way.
you went to Zerhosians?
Zerhosers.
They were from Wisconsin.
That's the Nornos. Actually, they might say. Well, no, they like Zerhos maybe even more over there. I don't know. I do. I would.
Right,
I should know.
All right, I'm gonna ask an acolyte monk.
Hey
you
there.
call these. Oh hey.
No.
Oh hey, you doing?
Oh hi, how's it going? I mean, this is what the Nornos sound like, but not the Nornos.
You need another accent.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just chilling here in the temple. I like it.
Have you ever seen the guy that does like a bunch of Canadian like random cities or whatever, and there's like nothing there, and he's like, like it's random stuff. Yeah, and then he's like, oh, there's always something to do.
You can always find a way to spend your time.
Yep.
But that almost sounded Irish. Okay, so you come up and talk to. So do you tell everyone? Like, oh, me too. I'm gonna be back. I'll see you in a minute.
Sure.
I'll see you in a minute.
Gotta pop over and.
Cathedral also like. Uber says, "I'll be back in a minute."
Excuse me. Is there like a central chamber or like a?
Give me a history roll at this point, because this would have been covered in part of your upbringing and your tutelage.
That is a 2.
Well,
Flat.
I gave you as many chances as I should.
All right.
Oh, so you're
Jōlahr's gonna maintain his original propensities, I guess.
Huh? Yeah. So you're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from Ojamad and born and raised in.
Is that a lock town?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you're far from home.
Yeah. It's.
Well, I don't blame you for not making all the way down here to the temple. But yeah, no, we down the nave. We got the convex.
Okay. I just been going through a lot, and I don't know.
Oh, we've all had a tough time here recently.
I lost my folks, and I've seen more than I've ever imagined, and I guess I was looking to pray.
Well, this is a good place as any to do it. In fact, it might be the best place.
I guess could you show me the way?
Absolutely. Come on down this way. The name's Gayok, by the way.
I'm Jōlahr.
Pleasure to meet you, Jōlahr. Sorry, yeah.
Did we all leave the room?
He said he was staying behind. Then he said he was staying behind.
I'm walking.
Yes, you guys were all leaving, and he doubled back to talk to Ashtakrrok a little bit, and now he's breaking away to apparently try to pray.
Okay.
I would have told Ashtakrrok if possible.
And I don't know what you want to do.
I'll probably, since I'm in the temple, see if I can help with anything.
You also want to talk to them about some stuff too.
Oh.
Huh? You also want to talk to them about some. You overheard the conversation that you overheard.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
if the timing's
It's,
right, you
yeah,
probably
so I'm
catch both of
waiting.
us.
I'm
Yeah.
doing stuff for them while I'm
piddling,
waiting.
You're piddling.
Come on, people need my help.
It's a
Useful
it's a
piddling.
useful piddle.
Let me RP.
Oh,
Sorry.
my bad.
Well, you walk. Then you start walking down. You tell everybody that you'll catch them later.
Yep.
And you start walking down the nave, and you're passing by filled beds, filled cots with people who have been obviously injured.
I do the head bob as a go,
There's
Yeah.
people writhing. Oh no! No, there's not. This is
my
not.
sad
Yeah,
day.
no, this is.
I also lost my arm.
Yeah. No, most of it's like there's guys with across their bandages across their chest, their appendages, various places. Couple guys with head bandages.
Sure.
A guy with arms in slings and casts, arms and legs in slings and casts that they've suffered some mechanical injuries of some sort. Yeah, it's full. It's full though. It is full.
And then there's an
And then-
altar.
At the far end, I need to pull out the map again. It's a big set of silver double doors
Okay.
that lead into I guess I'm calling now the convex because it's not concave, it's convex.
Huzzah.
And so he boy, okay, I have to make up ritual on the fly a little bit.
Oh.
But I know what Zōrheg is about. So the door itself is obviously it's been modeled in very geometric shapes.
Okay.
There's no actual image on
Is
the
it
door
similar
itself.
to the decagon of the runes themselves, or
No.
Okay.
It's sort of it's immensely complex, but coordinated.
okay.
So it's sort of patterned in a way that there's intersecting lines that sort of then branch off into other directions, but it's a pattern that you can track across the whole set of doors. So it's this very sort of fractalized pattern
Okay.
that's order based.
Got it. Yeah.
And I mean his regalia, he wears a scale on like an actual weight scale as a pendant around his neck.
So, do I just
Well,
right?
we haven't. And I was just giving you a little bit of description.
No.
Before we- and that-
Yeah, this is legit.
all right. Well, now let's open the door here.
Creep.
Yeah, we'll be the
No,
background
it's well
noises.
maintained. It's well maintained.
It hurts.
My arm.
Okay. So he opens the door,
Mhm.
and on the other side, you see an immense statue of a figure standing.
Okay.
You can't see its face.
Mhm.
It's got a very ornate helmet on, like a warrior's helmet. Like a full face, full plate sort of feel to it.
Mhm.
And in his hands, outstretched, it has a set of scales that are balanced. And at its side, in the other hand, it holds a massive war hammer.
It's got some Ahnen vibes.
Hmm?
It's got some Ahnen vibes.
Culturally, yes. I mean, there's a reason that he would use a war hammer. Yeah. And
I mean, I'm
It's-
sorry.
it's
It's
so-
giving.
no, it's not. But it actually looks like armor. Like it's not a sculpture from stone. It's
Okay.
actually clad in metal.
So there's like a statue with armor on it.
Yeah, you can't really tell that there is a statue because it's clad in armor and other sort of royal regalia.
Got
Like it has on it its chest plate is covered with a sort of with I don't know what do you call it. sort of, what do you call the gowns that they would wear over armor, like in the Crusades?
Gamison?
Tunic?
Tunic? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wearing, it looks very Crusade-y to a certain extent.
I would
Like when you see those guys with the full face shields and they've got like the white on,
Mm.
but instead of, but it's green and silver trimmed on that fabric, and he's got that scale across the chest as well, with a verdant green cape that goes down the back, and the statue itself is like 50 feet tall. And there's no like there are some. There's no furniture in the room. It's just sort of this.
Surcoat. It's called a surcoat.
A surcoat. Okay, a surcoat. And as you step in, and in the room itself, you do sort of. There is a sort of presence to the room itself. And every now and then out of the corner of your eye, you'll see these little blips, different color of silver and green.
May I investigate?
Sure.
Or,
You said investigate.
I mean, is it kind of...
You can get another
Let me
riddle.
start with the investigation roll.
What's going on in here?
You join too.
Oh, what's this? Wow, that was not one. Okay, I'm dumb.
You're kind of overwhelmed
Yeah.
at the moment as you come in.
Bring
I'm
back the
feeling that.
blood dice.
Ah, yes. But that's for war.
Yeah.
This is for prayer.
He looks at you and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe should have warned you. It's a bit overwhelming the first time you're in his presence."
Well, my Pajo talked about Zōrheg, but I didn't put much in it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, from our perspective, he's the reason we're here. I think that's pretty widely considered at this point.
Yeah.
But you can see there's spots out here on the floor where we traditionally knelt. You can see there's like wear patterns on the floor where people have
So not like a
kneeled down.
cushion or
No.
pet mat or whatever.
Stone.
It is.
Just stone.
It's falling real.
Right. It's stone. And the sort of geometric pattern is repeated inside of here. With like it's actually in here it's the white stone floor, probably from the cliffs outside, but inlaid are like straight lines of silver that you can see.
So do I just you gonna lead me to it, or do you need to wait on me? Or
Well, if you are needing a little more guidance, I can certainly help you out with that.
I'm new to this stuff.
Well, for Zōrheg, how much do you know about Zōrheg?
Honestly, next to nothing. I mean, my Pajo talked about him, but I blew a lot of it off.
Well, Zōrheg is justice in the purest sense of the term. His word is balanced and pure. So when we come before his likeness here in the convex, he knows all. So you better lay it out.
He's like the one thing that we brought with us and remembered, right?
That's right. If we weren't here, he wouldn't be here.
Okay.
That's a lot for people sometimes. So take your time.
Okay.
He's got plenty.
Well, thank you. I guess I'll give it a go.
All right.
And
Just knock when you need to exit. I'll let
Okay.
you out.
And so he's gonna go and find himself a little
Mhm.
rut.
Most comfortable.
Hey there, Zeros.
Jōlahr. No. I'm kidding.
Yoga's the
I,
Immediately Zeus and
Yeah,
Hercules.
no one gets sidelined for Yoga.
He
The
starts-
true main character.
he starts moving.
You get stabbed in the back, actually, is what happens.
Not again.
This keeps happening.
You never asked my name. It's Zōrheg.
Oh my goodness.
He was the one in the dream.
Sorry, I've
No.
ruined it all. I couldn't resist.
Thanks for my serious moment.
I'm sorry.
No. I've never really done this before. And I guess I'm really just doing this now because my Pajo always put a lot into this. And my Daja, they followed you as closely as they could. And I never put much in it, but now that I've lost them and I am just looking for some guidance. Something to say if I'm doing the right thing or I don't know. But I don't know. And after a little bit, he'll get up slowly and walk to the door and give it a little.
Okay. Yep, the door opens. Oh, well, feel any better?
I honestly don't know. Maybe some time will tell.
Like I said, he's got all the time that he needs.
I appreciate your help.
Well, with whatever help I could provide, I'm glad that I could. If you're interested, you can always find it. You can always find at least an outpost in most of our towns. I'm surprised you hadn't. Did you not attend in Ojma at all?
No. My folks couldn't make me. I was always off in the woods.
Ah, boys will be boys. Well, any town of repute will have an outpost of ours there. It won't be as grand as this, obviously,
Sure.
but you'll find the scales are weighing all over.
Okay. Well, thanks again.
Glad to see you, Jōlahr. Hope you'll come back.
Thanks.
I do have other matters to attend to, so
Oh, he's gone.
Huh?
Oh, he's
Oh,
gone.
you're gone?
He kept walking.
He said, "Deuce."
Funny to run into you here, Jōlahr.
So you're
But
coming back into the.
Heading out,
Yeah.
catching up.
It was pretty quick, though, wasn't it? You were-
I think he gave it like a minute or so
Okay.
of silence after his.
I do think they would have lined up if we
I think I'm trying to think through because the conversation with Ashtakrrok was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
It's possible.
we could just say, who's going to tell us otherwise?
Yeah.
That
So
as
we,
you're
like,
walking
come-
down the nave, you see like Ashtakrrok around the corner. Everyone else is already gone, obviously, except for you
Ashtakrrok around the corner?
I think we have
Huh?
Fistveneer.
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 I would
No,
love to be
Ashtakrrok is around the corner, but he's still in his room.
Yeah.
But Fistveneer, yeah.
I'm breaking him out.
Yeah, no, I'm
you're
in.
chilling.
They have to pass through where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helping.
The main
just
hall.
You're
with
also
all the
in-
cars.
double
just in the nave as
checking.
well, yeah.
Yeah, with the nurses. I'm guessing that most people are settled, and she's just
Mm-hmm.
doing her due diligence.
Well, then, as you're walking out, you see Fistveneer, and you like call up to him to sort of stick around to hold up a minute, and then as he's walking by, you can
You're just gonna whoop.
Pat. See ya. No. I finish up and then I fall in step with them just automatically without really much saying of anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then she just kind of peels in behind you guys.
No. Big dragon lady.
So you guys want to go get burgers or something?
Yeah, I could use a bite to eat, you know. I don't know if I go to the
some
bathroom.
milkshakes. You buy?
We have to come back for this guy.
So, what you guys thinking of all this?
I'm thinking I need to get more hay roish.
Oh.
I can't.
You know that's bad for you, right?
I will only smoke it for about 20 years. It'll be fine.
Well, you've had a full long life, I'm sure.
It's been 20
Where's
years?
my
No, I only smoke it for. Who knows? Recent events have convinced me that perhaps I won't be here as long as my natural lifespan will allow. So I'm going to relax a little.
Just don't shorten mine any more than it has.
I don't plan on it.
Yikes.
It's just the way it is.
Hey, we best not keep the king waiting.
No, we better go.
Nothing you want to say on the way back?
Shadrach, you seem to have something you want to say.
What happens to be on your mind?
So I did happen to overhear your conversation in the corner of the room with everybody.
Jōlahr pulls a dagger.
Put that away. That's a troubling dream you had.
Yeah. That's a way to put it.
Well,
It's got me pretty shook.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine, but I don't know.
Hear. How much did you hear?
It's
All
giving
of it?
bad vibes.
Frankly, yes, I did hear all of it.
Guess we should have stepped out of the room.
Maybe.
It's
But
fine.
I do believe I was the only one, and I know we're all still getting to know each other.
Mm.
But
There's that anymore again.
again,
Yeah, I was before you guys got here.
I do find that we're all tangled together. At this point, you all have
Sorry. about
somewhat roped me into this.
that. I didn't intend on all this happening when I asked you to
Well-
accompany us, but
That's all right. I'm coming to terms with it. I was about to say I don't think I mind it, but I do. I think my accent is not in the right spot.
Don't worry about it.
Well, what are you planning to do? I mean, I feel like we're in pretty deep, and that's probably, well, I'm sure you've got your reasons, but I'm kind of just really trying to find answers with what happened to my folks. But what's
Well,
bringing you along?
what's keeping me from going home is that I was asked to help out where I can,
Sure.
by our council, just because of this situation we all find ourselves in. It has impacted me personally. But I don't see the harm in taking this sabbatical of my own, as it were, to learn more. I do care deeply about the Zōrheg history and just the history of our world, and I think I want to help you where I can. I think that's important and that matters. It sounds like there is a huge gap in your people's history and knowledge. I mean, you're using these ruins, and half of you don't even know, most of you, from what I've gathered, don't even know what a majority of them mean. And they're also used by those horrendous creatures. And I think that makes it all the more important to know what they are and why you're using them and the impact they have.
Yeah. I just... I got so many questions and I feel like I can't get any of them answered.
It takes work sometimes to find out the past, especially when it's been neglected to be followed or erased completely because people think it's not important or they have nefarious reasons.
So the final reel we call it the Meseret, the severing. And I don't know, but what I guess what it is whatever was before, we've lost, we've been separated from it. We've been severed from it. And I don't know how much was imposed upon us and how much was elected.
Yeah.
And that bothers me.
I understand that.
And even with Ahnen, I feel like he's content to take what be, and I'm sure there's some good in knowing when to let things lie, but I just can't sit with that.
I do understand that, and I do understand somewhat Annen's position of caution. That's
Sure.
all. You definitely don't want to use these or the knowledge you gain to harm yourself or others.
No, definitely not. That's why I was hoping he would actually help me with the process, but I couldn't convince him to do so. We left it passably enough, but if I do start messing with it and he finds out about it, I don't think he'd let me do that, if you will.
Well,
As much as I am pleased to see the young still so curious about their history, I will remind both of you that
hey, between our lifespans, we're probably about the same age.
you're getting close.
My time on this earth is shorter than yours, but
but I will add that
that's so
we
much.
are in history in the making here. Right? With the cataclysm that occurred in this city and all that's followed it, I fear may end up being as significant in our telling of the past as the War of the Breach even. And
What?
so
I feel like it's all tied together.
it always is. Always the same stories just coming back again and again. So it's important we learn what we can.
Sure. Wow,
Well,
boy.
we gotta try our best to keep history from repeating. That's another reason to keep a knowledge of our past, of our history.
Well, if I get to study it, just keep me honest, the two of you.
Oh, trust me, that's my number one priority.
I don't know what's in
Check.
store. I don't know what door I've opened, really. Even just having touched it the other day, like you said. But I want the answers, and I think that's not unfair of me to pursue.
Of course.
I agree.
Sweet.
Hey, what's up, Jōlahr?
Okay. All right, so you guys make your way the rest of the way back up to the palace.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a castle; it's a palace.
What's the difference?
One's
That's
military
pretentious.
and one's
Oh.
fancy.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is a palace, so it's much
so fancy.
much more less utilitarian,
Mhm.
more fancy.
That's why there's all the big windows everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect
Not
for
very
busting
defensive.
through.
Mm.
Got it.
Not very defensive. Not very. Yeah, it's not a defensive structure. All right. Well, do we want to move into any further conversations before we end today?
It's a great place to leave on.
All right.
I didn't punch anything.
I do want to
Jōlahr
say
punches the wall. He doesn't hear from Zōrheg, so he punched the door.
Poor
Instead of
damage.
I never got to cast my spell.
No, you cast Prestidigitation.
Firebolt. I did, however, over the course of the session, I started a list called Lessons for Jōlahr. I gotta teach him how to be the leader he needs to be. So far, the list is public speaking, literacy, posture, and don't raise your hand with that.
Except you did the same thing.
Why did not
He was
Fitzminion?
signaling.
Oh.
It's a He was raising his
He
hand.
was-
He was
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And at the time, Fitzminion was like, "You can't do that."
Just cut it. Okay, well, we'll call it there then. We made it through another whole 30 minutes of world time, so that's great.
Hey, a lot can happen in that amount of
I'm
time.
guessing that the next episode will have a quick 5 days, sort of get a little speed run through the
Yeah.
prep
Stretch our
time.
legs.
See, you guys get to go
Sit
down
down.
to Karatum and die immediately to the most horrible beasties.
How'd you know?
Yeah, I know, right? It's gonna be great. So
Horrible.
yeah, hey, if you if you're watching us on YouTube, still awesome, cool. But we're also on Substack, UpandOutShow.substack.com. We have the podcast platforms, Spotify, whatnot. I should probably do some of these at the beginning, but I didn't do it today. Got our daily bread show coming out, and as I teased in, I think it was your episode, which came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We've got a new project that'll be starting on Monday. Yeah, Monday, April 6th. Yeah, we've got a new show that'll be coming out Monday through Friday. I think I'm going to drop them at 8 a.m. I feel like, I don't know, it'd be fun for the mornings.
Yeah, but that's at the exact same time as.
Nope, he drops at noon.
Mine's noon.
I've got a schedule worked out for when we release things.
Did it used to be 8?
It did, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
changed it because I oftentimes am editing it the same day.
Okay.
And
fair
I don't want to have these done by 8 a.m. anymore. So I changed
Right.
it.
Fair enough. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we better get ahead on these. This is a me and Emily show
Called
called The Daily Decks. In recognition, honor, mooching off the cultural zeitgeist of Pokemon releasing Gen 10 in
Wait,
2027.
Right.
We're going to work our way through literally every single Pokemon and let you know what we think of them before it comes out. There's going to be a fun,
And this is
no accents though.
And this is as a Pokemon. What's the? I can want to mispronounce this word.
Encyclopedia?
Infesticiano?
Encyclopedia?
No,
The Pokedex?
no. As a Pokemon enthusiast.
Oh, Pokemon
and a
enthusiast, yes.
cat. That's not. And the
Yes,
word I wanted to say, I can't.
A
get it
veteran
out.
and a casual.
And a casual.
Veteran and casual.
Very casual. Favorite game so far, and it's not even been a week. Pokopia.
Oh, way to drop how early we're recording this in the month.
Oh well,
timey-wimey.
Yeah.
you're fine.
I recorded his
Your
episode
people are
last, it
fine.
released second. Yours was first, but it's released last.
And the
Yeah.
website.
But we're excited for it. It's going to be fun. I just felt like doing a lot more work than I'm already doing, so that's great. She's going to do some art for it as part of the show.
We're getting crafty.
We're-
You'll have
yeah,
to see what
I think
that
we'll save that
is.
for the
Yeah,
show itself.
yeah.
It's going to be fun. It won't be your typical show for Up and Out. Let me tell you that. And I don't know what else.
The
It's going to be
website.
fun. Umbalin.com. We're updating that on a periodic basis. We should have some more. By the time this episode comes out, we should have a few more things on there content-wise.
Yeah.
But again, if you are interested in having anything added in site, drop a comment down below on YouTube or in Substack, or in a review on any of the podcast platforms. I guess that will work. Sure. But we're, obviously we've got a lot of excess information that we could provide to you at any point. So if you ask, you'll probably receive. No, I'm not going to say that joke. That one was back behind the paywall. The paywall of my brain. Anything else?
Have a great day.
I mean, you can watch some of the old episodes of Up and Out.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention. I'm paying.
And yeah, be on the lookout for our DM debriefs in the next weeks.
Yeah.
And of course, Umbalin Abridged. If you don't want to sit through the whole lovely episode and get all of the lore drops at the same time and all the bits because I'll probably cut out. I don't know. I'll cut out some
what
of
are
the
you
bits.
gonna cut out?
I might cut out the bit that I
mean,
made
we're
during-
riffing and stuff.
I might cut out the
obviously.
bit that ruined the flow in your prayer.
Oh.
I'm weighing it in my mind right now whether it was funny enough to keep in, but it also like breaks the flow of a personal moment. So I could go either way.
Yeah.
I'll decide later on. Anyways, at this time, we're gonna say goodbye.
Bye.